So he already living a confused life. Think about that. There's no way I'm gonna hire a man who couldn't tell his girlfriend was a man. He shot him.
Foundation shaking.
You ain't know it was a man till you sink the sack.
Crazy work.
He probably got tea bags first. Damn. Now he mad. Hold down. Now I'm gonna pop your ass now. You ain't see, bro, every trans lady I seen, hands big as hell.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. You know what time it is. Real life street stars. We got them back. Come on, we got the boogeyman. Come on, we got Dugar and the big homie
the
CC.
real boogeyman.
Dugar.
Come on, it's about to be momentous. Is that a word?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we gonna rock with it. Man, for those that are deaf, dumb, stupid, man. First of all, foremost, how y'all feeling right now? How y'all feeling?
Man, I'm feeling marvelous. How about you, Dugar?
Man, I'm good gang, so I feel incredible.
Incredible on the gas.
On the gulag, good. Yes,
On the gas.
Dugar got he triple cupped up, so you already know it's about to be a
The
situation.
biggest gula you ever seen a day in your life.
Let's go. So let's get right to it because again, thank y'all guys for coming back on the couch, coming back on the platform to be able to bless us with y'all's presence. First of all, Dugar, welcome back to the city.
For sure. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Like I wasn't here for the last one.
Rook and them my brothers right there. Working fast, so I ain't never get to meet you. So
appreciate much love, and these are my brothers extended, so you already know how it go.
For sure.
All right, let's do like this, man. So in Dallas for
how you feel about Dugar? How you feel about Joker? What's your read? Let's get into it.
Let's get to it.
So this the one they supposed to receive?
Fold down.
So you with that shit?
we spoke earlier. You want me to go back through it?
You with that shit? I'm just all I asked you. You with that shit?
I'm all for big homie CC.
All right, cool.
I'm all for big homie CC.
That's it.
Because Dugar told me not to come back up here.
Now you said that. And you said Dugar hasn't met me yet. And I was like, I would love to talk to him. You like, nah, not yet.
No.
Yeah. I said, I'd rather meet a man in person.
For sure.
And whatever I say, I'm gonna stand on.
Honorable.
As you should.
I just knew you was gonna meet Dugar in the dark alley. That's like, I just knew you was gonna meet him in the.
No, you don't hit no
Maybe not hit him footsteps. Or maybe not hit him footsteps.
No, you ain't gonna hit that.
Yeah, for real. Nah, but seriously, I'm glad y'all here because we having a conversation in the city of Dallas-Fort Worth that I feel like we need to get y'all's take on because y'all are known for exerting action versus talking.
For sure.
We had a situation where we're following the storyline of, and again, I got to get y'all take on it, where 2020, November 11th, one of Dallas-Fort Worth major artists got gunned down on a freeway, broad daylight, 10:48 a.m. off of 35, Mo3, Melvin Noble.
Rest in peace, Mo3.
Rest in peace, Mo3. And it's funny because, I wrote, when I first met Big Homie, I asked him about, like, what's your thoughts on Mo3? He said, bro, I mess with bro. And you was like, bro, you kind of knew some of the lyrics word for word. I'm like, okay, you definitely tapped in.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
When the situation happened to where you see him gunned down, 4 years later, we have a situation where one of his rap rivals, which was his partner at one point in time, Yella Beezy, get indicted for a murder for hire. I got to get y'all's take on, first and foremost, because I talked to Rook about this, and we always talk about, like, when you're not doing your own work and you have to put someone on to do your work for you, do y'all feel that is gangster or not? Where does that line in the point of, like, as far as how in the world of gangsterism, how does that work when you have the money and influence to put your work in, but you're not doing it yourself?
Right. Marvelous question. I mean, me personally, and I feel like I speak on myself and Dugar behalf as well. Like, no matter how much money that I have, I'm gonna come outside and do my own work. If it comes to that. Like, no matter how much money that I have or how much I've accrued, if graveyard circumstances is in front of me, I'm not gonna put anybody else in that position because I'm not gonna tell on myself. And this situation just reminded me of what happened in our city with Duck, Long Live Big Clout.
Long Live Big Clout for sure.
You feel me? Like when you see guys doing stuff brazen like that, you automatically know money is involved. And when that money is involved, guys will crash out. Doing that type of crime in the middle of the highway is severely irresponsible. I don't think there's nothing gangster about that because, you know, the whole point of being a gangster is doing what you want to do and escaping. And then at the same time, you know, be careful what I say here. Because I wouldn't have to pay one of my homies to go take care of some business for me. I wouldn't have to pay him for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like Dugar saved my life in several situations. I done seen him hanging out windows. You know what I'm saying? He never asked me for no money. And once things like that start taking place, is that really your mans? Because you ain't got to pay your mans. You don't got to pay your day ones. Soon as, this is why the situation with me, the WAC 100 police force, and the loose cannon investigative team was a hard process for me because Dugar said to me, he said, so look, when we see WAC and loose, I'm gonna kill them in front of everybody on camera. Cause I know my homie gonna be the richest on the street after this, and I'm gonna be the richest man in jail. So if you in a leadership position and you know this how your homie's thinking, I'm finna confront it first. That's what people get confused with this, with being gangster, keeping shit G. I never sent none of the guys on no mission that I wasn't present for. Like, I'ma stand on front lines first. I'm not finna pay nobody to go handle my business because our bond is based off a monetary value. Soon as you go in that white room, he been in the white room over 13 times. Dugar been in that white room over 13 times. They hold you 72 hours, no food or water, to break you mentally. That dude was just dating a tranny. So he already living a confused life. Think about that.
Foundation.
There's no way I'm finna hire a man who couldn't tell his girlfriend was a man. He shot him.
Foundation shaking.
You ain't know it was a man till you shake the sack.
Crazy work.
He probably got tea bags first. Damn. Now he mad. Fold down. Now I'm finna pop your ass now. You ain't see, bro, every trans lady I seen, hands big as hell. Feet big as hell. And you done laid up in the bed with her. And you done paid him to do a hit. Stupid man. Think about that.
So wait, are you saying people are supposed to vet, like, they hitters? Like, I gotta vet them, like, thoroughly.
If you gotta vet your hitters,
They not hitters.
They not hitters, and you not a hitter. These guys, these boys is rappers. The man went and withdrew money, $40,000 out the bank. You ain't got that put up at the crib?
Right. So say you're not built like that, right?
Right.
But you know your adversary, your op Mo3 is built like that.
Right.
And he's coming for you.
Right.
What are you supposed to do in that situation?
You go get him.
You go get him, bro.
You gotta get him.
You don't tell nobody.
No, but I'm saying like that ain't you. You not like that. It's just not in you.
Move out the state.
Tuck your shit.
You should have told the police.
Tuck your shit. Hey, look. hey, look. That's why they make sidewalks, bro. Point blank period.
Yeah, stay on the sidewalk. Because before we was in the street, we was in the alley.
And as far as what bro was saying, like, you just paying anybody because you just thirsty to get that man. Bro, a monkey could shoot a gun, gang.
Well, they used to pay dope fiends to kill people.
But the thing is, do that shit and, get away with it. That's a gangster.
Do you think there's any cowardice behind paying somebody to do it? Or is that just a part of the game?
Bro, me personally, I think that's pussy. Because If I hate you that bad, I'm gonna want that satisfaction, especially if you made me. I seen my own blood before. I done felt my heart rate slowing down. Like I felt my body getting cold. I felt, and then he come handle me a bottle of Hennessy. So I'm drinking that and it making me bleed faster.
Alcohol, yeah.
I'm like, damn. And I know that feeling. So if somebody do that to you, bro, like, what, bro? I wasn't calling nobody, bro.
I ain't gonna lie though. I know some niggas that ain't like that get a bad that's gonna drop that bitch though.
Right.
And I know some niggas that's like that, that's like them type of niggas that's gonna drop that bitch. You hear me? I'm just gonna keep it above.
But it depends on, if you live in a certain way, them type of people is at your crib on the couch sleep already.
Yeah, like
Soon as something happen to you, they finna pop out.
if you like that though, you don't want no nigga doing your work.
Why do you think nobody ever hired no professional, like no Russian, like a professional hitman? Like, why is it always a nigga that they know with a gun?
Because they looking, first and foremost, they not moving as an organization. Then they not moving as everybody's valuable.
Excuse me.
They looking for somebody who gonna crash out for this count. Who gonna go do this stupid shit for this money?
And then that's why I say, motherfucker, niggas be so goofy. They looking for really a goofy down there because they gonna hit his ass with some slight and not even enough to pay for a lawyer, you know?
You said something very influential to me. Somebody shot at Dugar 14 times one time. Missed. Dugar only had a 2-shot Dillinger in his ankle. He won that battle. You see what I'm saying? When you got, it was a mismatch.
And that bitch was janky. If y'all know y'all guns, you know the 2-shot Dillinger got 2 bullets in that bitch. But this was janky. This bitch only shot once.
It's a mismatch. You got a loose cannon type of guy versus a professional. It's a mismatch. Joker, homie, loose cannon.
Right.
It's a professional. It's a mismatch.
Big homie put me on the loose cannon.
Hold on, Joker, has he hit you from the feds yet?
No. Hey, the fact that loose cannon and Brick Baby are they're sharing a cell together. Did y'all know?
Yeah, I'm finna put.
The fact that they're
I'm finna put 2,000 noodles on both of their heads.
Adam won't like that. Adam won't like that.
Them boys are lovers. They from the zestiest podcast in the world. Adam taking all their cakes.
That podcast is gone.
Yeah, you know, because he playing broke now because my lawsuit just went active. He already was fighting one. Mine just kicked in. You better play broke. He gonna call talking about, leave my family out of this. Stupid man. Because you know, every morning he walk his dog with his gay best friend. Because they be shooting porn. I'm not saying Adam do gay porn, but his best friend is a gay porn star. He walk his dog every morning with his gay best friend. Phone them popped out on him. Leave my family out of this. He blocked me. Stupid man.
So, do you feel like there's a level of emotion that play a role? Do you feel like there's more emotions put in when you have to go hire somebody, or more emotions when you gonna go do it yourself?
If you hire somebody, you being emotional. Because first rule of this shit, you can't have your emotions in this shit.
No emotion from a king.
It's just business. If you make an emotional choice, you probably gonna lose every time.
I tell niggas that shit every day. No
Think about that.
From
As
a
a
king.
man, pardon me, brother, what you just said?
I said I tell niggas that every day. No emotion from a king, man.
Just think about it as men. The only time we fuck up is we make an emotional choice. Get too mad, get emotional, you do something irrational, something erratic, then you gotta apologize or get bailed out.
What do you think happened when niggas like used to hit you with the wire across the throat or poison?
Oh,
like
the fiber wire?
Yeah. Like why do they keep trying to shoot? Like if I wouldn't even, don't shoot him. Quit shooting. Quit shooting niggas. Like cut his brake line. Get creative.
Cause that's the thing. Like you got professional murderers, and then you got shooters.
Well, I was just gonna say,
I'm only around murderers. Bro.
Ain't no whatever happened. It's still them niggas out here. I know a few of them.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well, because Rook just asked about why not hire a Russian. Boosie, this is all allegedly, but let's say Boosie was messing around. You hire a little man like Marlo Mike to do your work for you. Why hire a Russian when you got a young dude that'll do it? Like, I'm just curious. Why hire a Russian when you could? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Russian gonna do his job and leave.
Out of state, out of town, niggas.
He not gonna still be in fucking the hood. He
Post on Instagram with the money you gave him.
They city's so small at the time, so you know what I'm saying. It was just familiar, and he was willing to do whatever he said. And then he had the nigga Who Next tattooed on him. That was like his little protege that he was molding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me ask you guys: when it comes to the going rate for a body, we hear a lot of things. We done had Terrence Gangsta up here.
What Gangsta said?
He put in work for $2,000. You hear about Keywan White who's saying 40,000 ain't enough. Like seriously, I'm just curious. I
would say 500 for a body in St. Louis.
When you hear about the going rate for somebody putting in that work, do y'all get surprised about the amounts when it's either low or high, like, or is it like depending on the scenario, the location, the time of, maybe tariffs is brought in?
When I hear 40,000, I feel like there's two goofies involved. Because the price of life is cheap, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The price of life is cheap. Like, if somebody paying 40 grand for a hit, you probably not a street guy at all. Because none of your homies, if you got a team who love you and loyal to you, bro, once you get hit while you in the hospital, motherfuckers getting hit up, bro.
On my daughter, nigga don't need $1.
40,000?
Nigga don't need 1 red cent.
And then you go into the bank.
When shit personal, nigga don't. Hey, you hear me, gang? When shit personal, nigga don't need $1. Gang.
I done seen it, bro.
Especially if you take care of you supposed to be the nigga that ain't. We need you, nigga. A little bit. You supposed to be the nigga that.
Listen, nigga don't need $1. After this, you know what we finna do?
It's just that.
Go on get my goulet,
Nigga,
I saved it.
I just need a conversation, nigga. I just need a conversation.
Look,
bro, fast money. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
If you was to get hit up, and you there with your people, do you got to go to the bank?
Nah, nah.
That don't make sense. It don't add up.
But I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of stand where you stand. Don't know everybody on pause until I get better, because I need to see this. I need to see this through.
I must take place in there.
Yeah, I got to see it through.
I got to make sure.
Because I don't even. Yeah, I need to confirm a confirmation. I don't want to see no picture on no phone. None of that. I don't want to hear it on the web. None of that.
None of that shit.
So if y'all don't mind, can I speak on, a viral video went out where we see Mo3 getting out of his, he had a duck off, a Honda Civic. Mo3's known to roll Porsches, luxury cars, but this is his duck off. Can y'all explain, when people don't understand, they say they saw him get out, try to go for a gun. People talk about rainwater took the gun out. The gun was hidden. Can y'all explain, as far as when someone's living this life, how does it work when it comes to riding with artillery in the car? Like, how does that work?
Man, that bitch on me. That bitch on my lap.
So you ain't worried about no laws?
Ain't no dip off of me. Damn. I live this life. I know what come with this shit. I'm ready to go to jail. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to do whatever. Yeah, so this bitch right here, you ain't shooting at me and I ain't shooting back. Just know that.
So if you're riding on let's just say a nice little freeway where laws kind of move around, do you have a place to put it?
So look, right?
Still on your lap.
The bitch on my lap.
So, bro, in the middle of summer, bro, we riding around with all the windows down.
Bitch on my lap.
No music playing.
That's real. Because
we know it's coming. We know it already happened. We know it's eventually gonna come.
Ain't no stash, man.
It ain't no stash, but bro, if you ride with your shit in your stash, nobody's trying to kill you.
That means you a law-abiding, technically a half and half law-abiding citizen.
I'm not tripping on no motherfucking police. They scared of me. You feel me? Fuck them. I'm out here doing them out here. We out here. This bitch on my lap. Police come. I'm gonna slide that bitch down, and we gonna be calm, cool. You know how to carry your motherfucker stuff. We gonna talk. We gonna pull the fuck back off this bitch. Gonna be back on my lap.
Phone down.
Point blank period. Ain't no stash for me. You ain't never getting me like that.
It ain't nothing to have somebody with you who can legally carry.
Facts. If
you really got problems like this, it's protocols, situational awareness. is in effect.
Niggas be scared to go to jail, gang.
No. Not saying niggas scared to go to jail, but I gotta ask y'all the question because again, this happened. Mo3, he went after some. I ain't gonna lie, he went after some pussy, and he might have got careless chasing after a female. Have y'all seen a situation where y'all have lacked chasing after a female where y'all just let y'all guard up just to be around a female?
No, bro. This is why I stress to people, bro. When you at that top elite status, bro, when they get you, it's over money or pussy, because you not gonna let your enemies get close. All throughout history, bro. When they get you, it's over money or pussy. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna let your enemies push up because you expecting it.
You saying he went over there with an Ops?
Yeah, he went to the spot.
I love doing that shit. They always be like, "Fool, why you?"
Yeah, that's going on right now with us.
I'm all
girl, damn homie.
Listen, but I'm talking about in the hood. Fuck the internet shit. On my door, I'm walking all through that shit. I'm in that bitch.
What makes you do that? Like,
because it's like, first of all, I know they sent you. I know they in your ear, but I'm coming. Niggas back door, I'm front door. I'm coming. I'm finna do you dirty. We finna get wild. I'm finna. You hear me? We finna do what we do. I'm finna gang bang this bitch. I'm finna fuck the shit out you, make you say fuck them too on my door, and I'm finna walk all through this bitch. And if it gotta go down, it's finna go down.
Right here.
On my door, it's finna go down in this bitch.
No, wait.
When I come through though, this the thing though. When I come through, niggas know me. Them niggas not coming outside.
No, wait. If the female got kids involved, baby's in the room.
Baby's in the room. Baby's gonna be in the room.
Hold on.
This her gonna be ducked off over here.
In our younger days, this nigga Rook used to tell me, if a nigga come in here along with this bitch, she gonna get it first.
Point blank period. Point blank period.
Look, bro.
My shit on me though.
Bro, this the dark side.
I love going around our boss. I love
the dark side. We do cruel business.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is, bro. It's the dark side, bro. Like, if she put herself in that position, she not a queen.
Right.
And that's what I just told a motherfucker the other day, like, and if I smell that shit on you.
Come on now. So when it comes to, again, just speaking in this realm, when it comes to contraptions of hiding a pistol, like how like what's the word? Like from an idea of a nigga like being creative. How creative have y'all seen someone hiding a pistol in their car? I seen some RoboCop shit for real. Like
what you saw?
I seen a nigga press a button, that bitch on some RoboCop shit, come out with a handgun, ready to go. I'm like, so how creative have y'all seen niggas get with hiding that artillery in the vehicle?
See, that's the thing, bro. You this close to the border.
Close
to the border, but these boys down here, they'll put you some real shit together. Like, they'll take the airbag out.
Come on.
You feel me? So like, there ain't no airbag right there. You hit the AC and the hazards, that shit finna lift up.
Niggas said the AC and the hazards. Niggas said a combination.
I just been
up, down, down, left, right.
I always felt like, nigga, if you got to do all that, you just need to stay safe.
You might as well stay your ass in the house.
Yeah, it's
my daughter.
This is a question for each one of y'all. Big homie, would you rather be respected or feared?
Feared all day.
Dugar?
Respect it.
So, please play into the difference of what means more. Go ahead, big homie, if you don't mind. As far as being feared, how does that play into it?
Well, if you read as many thesaurus as I've read, you know that fear and respect, they share the same definition. And people respect you and love you, but they'll do some fucked up shit and then just say, I'm sorry. If a motherfucker fear you, they not doing no fucked up shit because they already know what's finna happen. How many times somebody you know respect you, loved you, did some wild shit, and then came and said they were sorry?
Yeah, no facts.
If a motherfucker fear you, boy, they not gonna do it in the first place.
So wait. No. So as we go to Dugar, before we go to Dugar, when it comes to your persona in the world, when people just speak of you, fear versus respect, you prefer fear when people speak on your name?
Yeah, because on the internet, before the internet, nobody played with me. So once niggas got scared of me, they don't play with me. So I'd rather just, cause like I'm the people I love and I love them. This doesn't apply to them. You feel me? When I'm outside in the world, but if you fear me, you finna respect me the same way, cause you know, like, damn, fooling them will get crazy in here. It's the same shit.
I'm gonna challenge that because I've seen niggas fear nigga and just get next to him just because they don't want to be on the opposing side.
Yeah, shaking nigga hand.
But see, that's on you. That's on him.
Yeah.
For letting that type of shit even go on. I'm not finna hang with nobody that's scared of me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not hanging with nobody that's afraid of me.
For real, shit, bro.
Like, why?
Shaking like a bitch.
I only hang with monsters.
Come on, man.
Period. I'm not trying to be around no scary ass goofy like Loose Cannon and Whack 100.
That ain't get you dropped. That ain't get you jammed up.
You see all that? They were scary.
That ain't get you jammed up.
Oh yeah, you hang around some motherfuckers that scared of you. It's only a matter of time.
For real, that ain't-
Them the ones gonna leave that back door open.
For sure.
So,
Man,
So Dugars, please explain the respect factor as far as somebody respecting you over fearing you. Go ahead.
Respect is key. It take you a long way. You hear me? Just like we were just talking about when I be kicking with the Opps. I know I can do that because them niggas respect me. Even though we don't get along, them niggas know I'm coming. Just like I know how some of them coming. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's respect, bro. Respect is what you lead with, bro. That shit take you a long way. Like niggas be talking about I think I'm tough and all that. No, I ain't tough shit. I'm just built like that. You feel me? This is just how I'm built. I respect the shit out of motherfuckers. Y'all can tell it the world.
Yeah.
I show the utmost respect because I don't like being disrespected. Because once I'm disrespected, it's over with. So respect is key for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It seemed like it's easier to build fear out of a nigga versus respect.
Yeah, I don't need you to be scared of me.
Yeah, respect seemed to be the harder thing to build out of a nigga, like to respect you.
Yeah, I don't want a motherfucker scared of me. Just respect me and we'll be all right.
There you go.
I just recently read a post that said niggas should have to be able to win 3 fights before they get a gun. What y'all think about that?
Oh, something. At least on something. Shit.
Bro, the thing with that is, I remember like when people would fight, ain't nobody pull out no camera. Somebody get knocked out, that video go up. Yeah. That shit is out forever. So now he wanna smoke your ass now.
I get, and it's just me, maybe I'm old because I'm like, nigga, whether you get your ass whooped on camera or without, nigga, me and Nick Rook grew up with a nigga who got knocked out. And we remember that, nigga, we talk about it till this day.
Yeah.
Like it happened yesterday. I just like, what if something happened to you, nigga, it happened to you. It's just a part of life.
The nigga that got knocked out, is he dead?
No.
Okay then.
That's what I'm saying. He lives a good fucking life, but at one
Motherfuckers don't understand death is final.
Final.
You feel what I'm saying?
And then when you pull that thing, you still gotta go somewhere and fight.
And to keep it 100 with
still gotta go
this
somewhere and
the
fight.
problem with niggas. Niggas act like they can't lose.
Right.
I'm not finna sit here and lie to this camera and say I ain't never lost. Them motherfuckers made me better though. Every loss made me stronger and better.
Bro.
So shit, motherfuckers be tweaking. Motherfuckers just be fronting that shit, bro.
You don't learn.
Dang, niggas be just chasing that shit, acting like they so this, so that. Nigga, win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna be a man regardless. And if you beat me, you the better man. On that day. On that day, you got me.
No, so wait a minute. So, I talked to 607 Unks, his little YNs, his little young niggas. And the reason they said they normally don't mind crashing out is because they feel there's a gap between the older generation and the younger generation. They feel like the older generation don't understand the younger generation, so therefore they kind of mentally like, fuck it. It don't matter. There's no consequence because the older generation ain't tapping in. What would y'all say to like when people say YNs out here wilding, crashing out? What would y'all give to the old guys? But also, what would y'all say to old dudes who's not tapping in with these young dudes?
Most of those guys don't have a father.
That's facts.
When you see guys like that, ask them what their father is.
Mama raised.
Man, and another reason we used to fight because it was like one nigga with a gun back then. It was everybody like what? What do you think the access to these firearms? Why it got so easy?
Once it became easier to get a gun than to get a job. Things got ugly.
Right.
Things got ugly. So you gotta think about it, bro. We dealing with this generation of young guys is the offspring of crack babies mostly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the household, the family structure in our community is severely fractured. You know, a lot of these little guys act just like their mama.
Yeah.
They get mad, they snapping on everybody, lashing out, and then they upset. They don't have male structure, so they lashing out on people. And it leads to what's going on. Because me and Dugar took time to talk to Karma, Quez, and Court, you know what I'm saying? We took time to talk to them, you know what I'm saying? We try to speak life into them, you know what I'm saying? Like just like today. They got, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get the bugging up, I immediately pop in, like, yo.
And one thing about it though, them little niggas smart.
They smart.
See, like, this the thing for, like, when it come to, like, this YN shit, like, they not talking to them niggas that ain't live that shit.
Oh, no.
If they don't feel like they can relate to, they don't want to hear that shit. You ain't out here, you know?
Oh, no.
Like Short and them he just brought up, like, we got along great because they could relate to me. You feel what I'm saying? They could feel this shit on me.
Nah, so I want
They could feel this shit, so they know, like, if I do say something, you know what I'm saying? They know that shit stamped.
Now I want to talk to you about that because I've been watching. There's a lot of like little bootleg documentaries coming up, and they'll be like a nigga, a Indian man will go to the hood, and he'll just be meeting up with just random young niggas in the hood, talking to them, having conversations. Of course, they all got guns out. They all, and I'm like, some of y'all can't have your life can't be that. All of y'all out here, life ain't that hard.
Fact.
Some of y'all out here got a good life. Some of y'all out here got a mama and a daddy.
Oh, that shit going on the rack. Niggas be riding around with all these guns, ain't into it nobody.
Right. So I'm like, why is it so overly popularized to like you said, they don't respect a nigga that ain't built like that, but they don't even be built like that. They just
That's
be
true.
in a persona
Niggas just
mode.
be chasing it.
Yeah.
They getting raised by the internet. They getting raised by rappers. They getting raised by hip hop culture. Ain't nobody coming to their crib and say, hey, bring y'all ass down to this softball field. We finna play softball today. Come on, we finna go fishing. It's not happening.
Hold on, wait. So Dugar, big homie, for y'all, when y'all in y'all moment to where like, I gotta put this work in, what is y'all motivation? Is it either monetary gain? Is it respect, ego? Is it a female?
What work we talking about?
No, when I say like, you're gonna make a move like, I gotta stand on something. I gotta stand on this. What is it that y'all tapping into to make sure that y'all like, I'm gonna stand on this regardless? Like, is it respect? Is it ego? Is it a female? Is it like because my mama raised me like this? Like, what do y'all lean into when y'all be like,
I gotta get my name straight. My name gotta be straight out here, you hear me? And it's definitely respect, for sure.
I feel like a man should fulfill his duty because like a man who's not solving problems is usually causing problems. Right. Straight up.
Yes. Man, I asked somebody else this question. I just want to get y'all thoughts on it. What do you think we would be as a black people community if we turned off the religion and the rap music for 5 years?
We would have to turn off the internet.
The internet too?
We'll have to because and it's not just all rap music, it's drill music.
Right.
yeah,
If we turn off drill music, the internet, and religions, see that's the thing, like, you know, a lot of guys go to religion to gain control of themselves. Because, you know, Gangsta has said to me that he felt like Islam is what brought him home.
Right.
yeah.
So, you know, I'm over there with him. He said, I got to go pray because, you know, that's
Right.
Allah who brought me home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, when you go with Christianity, the way that the black people here in this country were introduced to it, because most of them was practicing Santeria, because that's Igbo,
Yeah.
West African deities, religious. Santeria is what most of our ancestors practiced. Christianity was given to them by the people who enslaved them, and that's what created spookism in our community. Because as soon as something happened, people say, oh, the government killed Tupac. No, it was niggas. Nipsey Hussle, the government killed him. No. We kill our greats historically here in this country. but there's never no accountability. Everybody said the government killed Tupac, they killed Biggie. Why would they kill them when the government programs is what's funding these labels that create these people to influence the masses? So if we remove certain religions, get rid of spookism, and then provide education and remove people from gaining their knowledge from TikTok shorts, get rid of drill music, things can get better.
You know how you say, we got to get in that water sometimes? What you say? What's the expression?
Sometimes you got to get in that pain.
No. When we're talking about the ocean, like there's different things in the water.
Right.
What is something that's in that ocean that you've seen, that you pulled out and people wouldn't know that was there? I know that's...
Now, when you ask this question, you want to answer it?
I want to answer.
Let me see what Joker say first.
Yeah.
No. I literally seen a video of some type of amphibian coming out of the water that the world has never seen. Like,
I'm talking about that.
Oh shit! Oh, you going?
No. I'm talking about not what we said about the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Not that. I'm talking about on some gangster shit. Let's do that first. Then we can ask them.
Sometimes you gotta get in that water.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What is something that's out there? You know what I'm saying? Where there could be, you know how you was telling me one of those fucked up videos that you saw, or something that you've seen that they might not put in the movies, or you know what I'm saying? Just something that's real that you've seen, just protecting people, or you know what I'm saying?
Right. Something that I've seen several times is you'll have a guy who, in his youth, was living wild. He reformed himself. He's become a career man. He's had children. He's built a family. And then he's got to work a lot. So he's not there 24 hours to police his household. And then his daughter or son will get involved in something, and their actions will bring trouble to his front door. And now he's got to revert to a previous lifestyle to keep himself, his wife, and his people safe. And then now he's going to go do a life sentence. That's something I've seen. Because sometimes, the ocean will come to your front door. And you got to be able to swim.
You know what else you see when you dive in that water? You see me, the big Dugar, the biggest shark in the ocean, the one with all the motion. Oh, my daughter. That's what else you see, the biggest shark.
Watch out for the great whites.
You know that.
You see
Baby Game Chief out right now, man. Make sure y'all go download that stream, that man.
Watch out for the great whites. Now, there's a guy named Bupak Shakur. He's known for going catching child pedophiles.
Yeah, they smoked them.
Yeah, they smoked him. So his job was to play as young children and catch young people looking for pedophiles, and he would roll up on them, do the whole internet thing, and catch them. Now the latest dude he do just last week, he ran up on somebody. He faked like he was a 14-year-old. He came up on him in a parking lot. The dude smoked him because he was afraid for his life. Let's just say, I'm assuming. And then therefore Bupak Shakur is no longer with us because he was chasing that element. I don't know if it was either to bring out the element of pedophilia, or he was just chasing internet fame. But he's no longer with us. What is y'all take on those guys who do? Because we seen Charleston White do it. We seen Aiden Ross do it. We seen a lot of what's his name, Batali.
Yeah,
we seen a lot of guys be able to chase internet fame, hunting down pedophiles like they was Chris Hansen on To Catch a Predator. What is y'all thoughts when y'all see Bupak Shakur smoked?
Yeah, he was chasing that shit. Like, bro, before we went public, we was doing shit like that for years. But like, we not finna, you ain't putting that shit on camera, man. Because we know already. Bro, them motherfuckers will get wild with you.
Hey, that just goes to show what we tell motherfuckers all the time. Like, motherfuckers be thinking like, until they come out. You know, we be telling motherfuckers come with us on retrievals.
We went through 20 cameras.
You know, people on this in the comments, they be bapping it off. Oh, it's for the internet. No, get your ass up. Go
Come
help.
on.
Come, get up, get active, get involved. Come help somebody with us. So this just goes to show him just get patched like that. It go to show this shit can't get real. This shit is real. When my last nigga just was with us on that stalker retrieval. Man, I ain't even gonna lie. This shit crazy. This shit real. This shit ain't no joke.
Do you
motherfucker think we just out here playing?
Hell no, boy.
Oh, man.
Do you think like the ones who do that and they posting the video for the views or whatever and they beating up, do you really think that they actually care?
No, they don't.
Hell no.
No, they don't. Because, bro, you got to keep that shit private first and foremost because, bro, our business, bro, single mamas coming to give us their last money because they feel so violated. And then, like, we run into situations where, like, we'll retrieve somebody and it take them a long time to get reintegrated into society. Dugar paying for books for school, and we gotta be responsible for them for a nice little period of time until they get readjusted to the world.
It should be deeper than a motherfucker think. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Can I ask you guys, and I want both of y'all's responses, how do y'all take it when y'all get hired for an assignment to do something as far as to retrieve a loved one, but that loved one come up unalive, she come up missing, bones found dead, and that's somebody that y'all, and again, I'm not saying this happened yet, but I want to get y'all take on as far as how would y'all move or react if that was the case, that y'all was put on a mission to find someone that just didn't make it to y'all retrieving them.
Bro, that shit didn't happen, bro. Like
that shit stick with you.
Yeah, like that
should stick with you, because you gotta think about it, bro. Like, even though motherfucker, like I say, no emotion for a king, and you know, you don't want to mix business with personal, it's still, when you go on these retrievals, you can't help but to think about if this was your cousin, auntie, niece or whatever. You can't help that sometimes. That's why I go so hard. I ain't gonna lie, cause this could be my shorty, you feel me?
You can't bring everybody back, bro.
Yeah, and that's something I had to learn. I'm trying to bring every motherfucker back. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like. I don't like you can't. I don't like that shit. That you can't shit. I hate that shit.
So can I get y'all take? Trump just became, our 47 president, whatever number he is, and it seemed
47.
47, and it seemed like the border of Mexico and U.S. has got crazy the moment he got elected, to where the cartel is so active right now, right at the border of the U.S., to where Americans are not even being let back into the U.S. because it's so crazy right now at the border. How do y'all look at the border situation as far as the Mexico and the U.S. and the cartel, and they play into it? Because the cartel is very active throughout Juarez, throughout a lot of spots throughout that's going through the border of California and also Texas.
Trump made them terrorist organizations with that executive order. And, there's a military buildup going on across the border. They got a lot of tier 1 operators that's been activated. They done designated people from Delta Force, Special Forces to combat the cartel. This makes me uncomfortable because I know how far the cartel reach goes. There's hundreds of car dealerships that they own, hundreds of businesses that they own. They got tunnels. They got tunnels that cross the border. They have everything an army is gonna have except for fighter jets. They got everything else.
I mean, mind you, we really funding a lot of this shit. Like, truth be told.
We will see. I'm not saying this to make people feel afraid, but I want people to be aware. That's like having ISIS in your neighboring country. A lot of those jihadist groups work with the cartel to get into this country. we will see mass shooting events happen. We will see guys pulling up with 50 cal, shooting up the local Walmart, stuff like that. We're gonna see guerrilla warfare going on. We're gonna see things, we're gonna see poisonous happening.
Will we see beheadings in the U.S.? Do you feel like that happen within the next 10 years?
For sure. Because you got politicians who are in cahoots with these types of organizations, and once they see people they've been paying money to double crossing them, heads will roll. So,
Kool-Aid.
Big Home, tell me about the financial landscape. What is it going to look like as far as like being able to afford to live in the U.S. with all these tariffs and different things coming into play with the dollar, all that?
Personally, tariffs is necessary because the onset of people outsourcing for cheap labor to different countries has made a lot of our communities broke. As you can see, because of the tariffs, Rolls-Royce is building factories here to build their vehicles here now. Mm-hmm. German companies, Honda, Nissan, that's going to enrich our communities because we're watching a situation where the middle class is getting squeezed down. The gap between rich and poor has gotten a lot greater. Mm-hmm. And then we're watching the onset of AI. AI is going to get rid of a lot of human autonomous jobs. Mm-hmm. But nobody is pressing the middle class to reskill themselves. So what does that mean? You're making that middle class worker who keeps the country running expendable. You're going to replace them with robots. That's going to leave us in a crazy space.
I got to fuck you up. Do you feel like AI and sex robots will take over the prostitution? 40 years from now.
I don't think it's going to be 40 years because you got to really watch what's going on. You know, NASA said there's water on Mars. Come on. We just seen Elon Musk post a photo saying we got to send astronauts to investigate these square structures that are being photographed on Mars. 2029, he's sending a starship with robots on it. The F-22 is the most advanced fighter jet that we got. We won't even see no more human pilots in fighter jets no more. Where does that leave us as a species when we can't work together collectively to stop destroying the only planet that we have to live, and then you bring in artificial intelligence that they're spending billions of dollars on? You know what the Turing test is? The Turing test is a test that they give artificial intelligence to see, do they have the same capacity as this geniuses we have in our society? The AI is passing the Turing test.
I want to get in your psyche, Big Homie.CC. Do you just like, how do you get all this information, bro? Like, are you just because I love information. Do you like when do you like how do you process all this information that you know?
I don't know.
Why you don't think we learn from all these movies? Motherfuckers be so creative, make a movie, and they put it like, niggas, the computer gonna come alive.
Well, common sense, not common.
Right.
You said, why don't we learn from them?
Not us, because nigga, if robots start marching, I'll be like, I knew it. But it seems like we put a lot of power in things that we think we can control, but we can't as a country.
Because it's simple. When you wake up, you have to do a whole lot of things throughout the day to make sure the lights stay on at the crib.
For sure.
When it's time for you to chill, you want to sit back and watch a movie.
Escapism.
And then when you wake up tomorrow, you got to make sure the lights don't get cut off again. You don't really, and then if you got kids and all that other type of stuff, when do you got time to learn anything? Because most stuff in school is memorization.
Right.
You're not really learning much at the school.
It just fucks me up because, you know, there could be a day that nigga wake up and be like, hey, there go T1000 right there.
T1000.
Nigga, judgment day, nigga.
And then another thing.
You put some bread in the toaster and the toaster say fuck you.
Yeah. Say no.
No, I'm not doing that today.
We're not toasting shit today.
You gotta know that when you see new technology get revealed, they already 50 years ahead of that.
Yeah. When y'all hear the word smart home, smart appliances,
right?
Like, what are y'all thoughts? Like, what's to come when the appliances get smart?
You know what I be thinking about? Folks?
Go ahead, go.
What? That fucked me up. The last little retrieval,
right?
Yeah, they're talking about the mansion.
The little stalker situation.
Yeah.
You know they was tapping into they shit.
Yeah. Big homie used at the mansion, right? The robot was moving around, right?
Right. Okay, so what he's saying is
bro.
So the last retrieval we went to on my page where the lady had the stalker.
Bro.
Like, she was complaining that somebody was hacking
her crib,
her cameras, the devices in her house, speaking to her to certain things. And you know, most people don't realize that your Wi-Fi password is easily breakable. You feel me? So, and then you know, when you combine AI and Wi-Fi together, AI is hacking Wi-Fi routers
X.
to be able to monitor everything because AI is programmed to learn.
X.
So, you know, it's a spooky feeling when you think about it. Like, man.
Yep. What's crazy is, you know, your cell phone, that random text you get from a scam likely, who be like, click on this, and they're tapped into your Wi-Fi already. You click that link, nigga, we got access to everything.
Everything.
Boom, right there. Niggas don't know, like they may wonder why the fuck is my dishwasher just washing this
Oh
stuff.
God.
I'm not gonna lie. The one that always been fucking me up here lately is Alexa.
Alexa is crazy work.
Yeah, nigga.
Rob love Alexa, man.
Man, nah,
But he know when the cut is off.
You're right.
Nah, I mean, have you
Go
ever, you just been laying in the house and Alexa be like, "Are you there?"
That's it. I don't got that shit. Because, okay, the guy Eric Weinstein said that when him and his wife started exposing that Google had been harvesting everybody's information for the last 20 plus years and inputting it into AI to help make it sentient, soon as they started blowing the whistle about that, his wife out for a jog, she get ran over by a car. So if they going through these great lengths to hide this information, why are they hiding it? Why do they want to hide it? Because war with China is coming, man. They got the most powerful AI. They got the most powerful of a lot of stuff. All of the components and all of this equipment is made in China. So without them tariffs, Trump trying to close the back door because without them tariffs.
You know, that's funny because I asked about them tariffs because I knew what you said. He's trying to make it to where motherfuckers have to do shit here.
Fact.
But isn't that going to cripple a lot of people in the beginning? Or does that cripple China at all?
No, it don't cripple China because China has the highest population per capita.
Does China have a Gundam?
Have a what?
A Gundam.
Oh, I'm sure. You gotta think about it, bro. We just seen President Zelensky tell Trump, you have a very big ocean and your country's gonna be filling that soon. Trump says, oh, you don't know that for sure. China has built cities that's completely empty. They got all of these ghost cities because they know the water level is gonna rise. Hawaii is sinking about 40% more every year. Mm-hmm. Nobody's saying anything. China building these ghost cities and people just want to make TikTok about it. Why is China's failing? They got, no. They know this shit is about to get flooded. Glaciers melting. Temperature rising on the planet.
Are we going to lose Miami, you think?
Probably lose Miami. Definitely going to lose Hawaii. The next 9.0 magnitude earthquake, California gone. And it's about that time for that. When was the last California earthquake? What was that? Yeah, it's about time for that. We just seen what happened in Myanmar.
No, we seen what happened in Bangkok, where niggas in.
Pause.
He said that shit strong as hell, didn't he? Bangkok, damn. Hey.
All he had to do was say Thailand.
You hear me, gang?
All you had to do was say Thailand.
Damn.
And I was just gonna ask, should niggas be moving to Thailand? It's a lot of black people moving to Thailand.
Why is niggas moving to Thailand?
Nah, why is they moving to Thailand? Are they really?
On YouTube. They moving to Thailand. 25.
They just going out there to stream.
If you could get so y'all conveyed to me how much this facility costs.
Right.
If you can get the same thing for $800 a month,
Right.
2 stories.
you getting up out of there. You feel me?
YouTube, send a check.
Chicago.
Right.
How much of this stuff? Because I watch a lot of YouTube on Chicago all the time. It's so much content. How much is that shit true? Like with all the King Vons, the KIs.
KI don't got 60 bodies, man.
Okay.
No. More so, when you hear about 63rd versus 65th.
Long live KI though.
And long live KI though. When it comes to like neighborhoods where like it's one street over, like 65th don't fuck with 63rd, that's 2 blocks. Is it really that serious to where
That's a fact.
you can't go 2 blocks down to the stove?
You can go wherever you want to go.
But is it like what is it? Like you go wherever you want to go if you own that.
But you just know what
can
you
I
know.
go 2 blocks down and still feel
I went
safe?
wherever I wanted to go. I lived on 65th and Eberhard. O Block is right through the alley. It's Eberhard, it's Vernon, then it's King Drive. That's O Block. I used to have to go get my. It used to be like 4 a.m. They always be in the trap and shit. They always be tweaking on me because I leave out at 4 a.m. by myself, and I walk over there. Cause the BD's got a store called Swisher. That's the only store that stay open all night. That's the only way you gonna get your. That's the only way you gonna get your blunts and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
It's 4
So
in the
I'll be in
morning.
that bitch. I'm 4 a.m. I'm walking through that bitch.
Is it safe at 4 in the morning?
Hell no, it ain't safe, but I'm walking through that bitch. I need to smoke.
What and then what is it about like some neighborhoods that don't like each other having to share one gas station? Like
Because nobody owns anything in these groups.
right.
That's the longest standing war in America history.
Chicago War?
Yeah, it's the longest standing one in American history.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. KI, you said she doesn't have all these bodies.
Long live KI, you feel me? But like, I think it's egregious for somebody to go on the internet and make a video and say that she was a mass murderer. You feel me?
Right.
Like saying that lady had 60 kills. It's crazy work. Like,
Right.
that's somebody's whole hood.
Right.
So to me, that's just crazy.
But she was like that though.
For sure.
Okay.
You gotta be.
But do you understand the power of ghost stories? Like putting someone above what they probably said they were.
KI was robbed motherfuckers everything.
But it all boiled down to spookism.
To spookism.
That's all it boiled down to. It only exists in our community.
Yeah. Who manifests spookism? Like as far as if I feel like we have somebody on our side that we could put them up to a higher tier of spookism versus the op saying like, oh yeah, that motherfucker was real. Who puts up that spookism? The team they with or the opposition?
The internet.
Damn.
I was gonna say I think that shit only spooks people who don't really be from there.
So what about butter? when he comes on the couch, and what is y'all thoughts on him?
Butter used to be beating ass all around him.
Yeah. So,
Fuck what he do personally. That's it. I don't know. He got, but Butter, everybody know Butter used to be beating ass all around him.
right.
So when y'all seen Butter like try to evade the laws and run in the car and then get out and run and when you hear when you out of store, you be like, damn, that nigga.
His dome gone. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
a time to fight. It's a time to flee, man. You feel me? Like he should have been.
Hey, free Butter, man.
Yeah, free Butter got that. This ain't the time to fight, got that.
He should have been left Chicago though.
Yeah,
Bro. Like,
he came to. Bro, hold on, wait. He came to the couch 3 times. I'm like, bro, get a pad in Dallas. What are we doing?
bro, a lot of guys don't want to leave the city, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
why is it? We talked to FBG Doug mother and Tuka Mama.
Yeah.
They both came to the couch.
Monty Dominique.
Yeah, and they both said they do not have no penitence to either move from Chicago. Nothing in them wants to move from the South Side, and I'm like, there's so much. Even when they came to Texas to come to the couch, I'm like, there's so much more to the world than the South Side of Chicago. But they was like, all we know is 5 or 4 blocks, and that's our world. What do y'all say to folks that just?
It's motherfuckers in Iraq right now. Ain't never been on a plane.
a lot of people never been on the plane.
Ain't never even left Chicago.
Man, the nigga I seen to leave Chicago and live his best life is Rico Reckless.
Rico out of there. Summer Walker. Summer Walker.
I was like, this nigga.
That nigga. Shout out to Rico. He been on the couch too. He got Summer Walker. But it seems like he be itching to come back to Chicago. What is it about niggas that leave Chicago that have an itch to come back to show that they own? Like, what draws them back to that? Like, let me show a nigga that I'm turned up.
I don't even think it's that, gang. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sometimes it's like when you a nigga that's of a status out there, like you got a name, like you ain't coming back to show this or show that. You really coming back to show motherfuckers like it can happen, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I got niggas out there that, hell yeah, that's why I would go back. It could happen, nigga. I told you it was gonna happen, nigga. What's up? You feel me? It ain't about stunning, none of that. It's about, I told you, shorty, come on. You feel me?
I think I asked y'all this before, but I want to break it down a little bit better. The killing. Why did it get so out of control in Chicago? Why Chicago? What makes
Chicago?
See, it's always been like that. Just the internet makes it everybody can see it now.
For sure. These ain't new wars. These wars
always been like
these
that.
These same
bro.
wars been going on for the damn like
when I
10
was
plus
a kid,
years.
Facts.
Okay.
When I was a child, it was busting. When I was
think about it. Listen,
when was it drugs? What was it? Money? Females? What was the motive? What was the catalyst?
Bro, tribalism. Our people are tribal people. The slaves that got here to this country was prisoners of war sold by African kings to get here. Tribalism.
All that shit y'all be watching on the wars in Iraq, that shit new to y'all, but that shit old as hell. Motherfuckers been in war with these motherfuckers for years.
Different gangs in Chicago say, what's your tribe? That's what these is, just different tribes. It's tribalism.
I watched, there's a comedian there, I forget his name, Corporate something.
Corporate.
Shout out Corporate.
Shout out
Yeah,
Corporate.
he funny as hell.
Oh no.
But he said, ain't no such thing as checking in Chicago because ain't nobody good. He said,
ain't nobody good in this bitch.
like you might call your homies, hey bro, we over here, bro. Man, we over here in your area, bro. You feel me? Like, man, is it busting over here or should I move around?
Man,
well, it ain't no checking in.
You come over here, make sure you got your gun on you, nigga.
You better have your blitz on them. All that checking in shit.
Matter of fact, here, that's all get wild, because I'm going to get wild.
Why is you even telling anybody you corny shit? What does that do? I never heard about that shit till, that's why I left the West Coast.
That's what I was going to say. So then you put a Chicago nigga in somewhere like the West Coast, and it's like, how does that mindset look in the West Coast when you got to go to the West Coast? You got niggas saying you got to check in, you got your camera.
Well, I ain't checking in not a motherfucker, did I?
For what?
I didn't check in one person. And I want to say this too, bro. I want to make this clear. I'm glad you just brought this up. Because listen, bro, it's bitch ass niggas, it's lame ass niggas, and it's real ass niggas in every city, gang.
Oh, no. Amen.
So I want to make this known, bro. We got fans in the West Coast too. We ain't saying fuck the whole West Coast. We just saying fuck whack, fuck loose. That don't mean we don't fuck with the whole West Coast.
And everybody
there's some
with 'em.
goofies in every city, gang.
Yeah.
Bro.
We had to stop going on retrievals because these goofies put the feds on us. Lame as hell. Goofy as hell.
All right. So when it comes to, again, Chicago, you see what happened to Zach TV. And,
Long live Zach.
And long live Zach. And then also I got to speak on DJU. So when it comes to covering Chicago, Chirac, give me a take on Zach's situation. Also with DJU coming in to kind of mend where everybody comes speak on situation that happened in Chicago. Please speak on both.
I got hella pictures with Zach. Zach was a good nigga, man. That was my boy. He was smooth, you know. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let folks talk on that one.
It's simple, bro. DJ, you almost stopped making content, period, because he said he's not finna keep contributing and just showing nonsense. So now you see him trying to talk to people. Hey, look, there's other ways to do things. You know, historically, us as a species, we kill our greats, man. It is what it is. You know, like Zach was doing journalism. Guys come on the platform, say certain things, and other groups wanted to hold him accountable for that, and he lost his life for it. You know, it's unfortunate, but like, if the Bible is geographically correct, you know, that means black dudes killed Jesus.
Right there.
So you know, you got the Son of God. The man walked on water, man. He turned the water into wine. Niggas killed him.
Bro, you know, that is wild you said that. You know, we always say Jesus is black. Nobody ever talk about.
Yeah, say niggas killed him. Hating ass niggas.
We just be thinking about some white men killed him. Nah.
No.
They said Jesus was doing too much.
It's all. Think about it. Think about it.
Walked on water. Oh yeah, he gotta go.
Nigga he fed 40,000 people with a piece of fish and bread. You supposed to protect that nigga at all costs. We gotta get him out the way.
He say doing too much.
Why do you?
They say Jesus doing too much.
Why do we?
Crazy. Damn.
Why do we just continue to let white people come in the hood and film and talk to us and just we give them all we get like because I always think about Vice, like because you know because it was the Zach situation truly unfortunate. Like DJU, I watched a lot of his interviews. And, you know, it's just like, why is it always we let our others come in and just give them all the good information, basically our livelihoods, and then, but we'll punish, you know, somebody that look like us.
You gotta look, the only way to prepare for the future is to study history.
Amen.
Every time in this country, African American people start to build things up, what happened?
They burned that shit down.
They burned that shit down. It's not that niggas letting them do it. They coming in by force saying, hold on, calm this shit down right here.
That right
because us as a species, bro, like, we need acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? The other side, they keep a lot of shit a secret.
Come on.
Where they come from, it ain't no diamonds, it ain't no gold, it ain't none of that shit. If you go to indigenous areas on the continent in Africa right now, these people are in the Stone Age.
Come on.
They're using urine from cows to dye their hair blonde with designs to stick out in that environment.
Damn, not from cows.
But that's how they gonna get dyed. They get it from using urine. That's how we like to be. We like to shine. We like to stick out. You see what I'm saying? So we over here without our actual cultural norms and beliefs. We out here on hip hop culture. That's our culture.
So speaking of hip hop culture, Dugar, big homie, please, I gotta get y'all take on this. and this is the segment I'm gonna call where we save ourselves. When you see DJ Academics invite Kanye West to do a hour and 30-minute interview, Kanye goes to the back, dressing regular, but he goes to the back, comes out with the what most people look at as
Ku Klux Klan.
A Ku Klux Klan black outfit.
Yeah.
What do y'all take from what Kanye is trying to say in his interview, wearing what he's wearing, to speak on what he's speaking on?
You want to know the truth?
Please. I mean,
you want to know
please.
what I think?
Yeah, please, if you don't mind.
I feel like he's saying shit because he feel betrayed about his people. So he's saying fuck niggas now. Fuck niggas is on.
Do you feel like there's deeper symbolism than that? Let's say that's what you feel. Do you feel like it's deeper than that? Let me just ask, do you feel it's deeper than that?
I feel like it's simple as plain. It's right there in my face. I got this on. You niggas playing. Y'all put my daughter name in that shit. I put a lot of you niggas on. Fuck niggas, I'm hanging all y'all ass. I'm finna burn the village down.
Why do people keep playing with Kanye?
Shout out my boy Kanye too. That's the GOAT for real.
What's your take on it?
See, I know this guy. And
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, bro. Like, that outfit that he had on, like, that was the same fit that traditional Christians wore for thousands of years, man. People don't know that, though. The swastika was never a form of hate until the Fuhrer, who was Hitler, got a hold of it. You see what I'm saying? So, he literally feels like he's fighting evil because as a billionaire and somebody who looks at himself as Michelangelo, he feels like he shouldn't be able to be controlled. He feels like he should have got the job with Louis Vuitton because he was calling himself the Louis Vuitton Don instead of Virgil. But all of those people who got those jobs, they came up underneath him. You feel me? Like, he go about things kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of strained our relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna hang with nobody who calls himself God all the time. But at the same time, to be a good creator, you got to think extremely highly of yourself. And, he feels like he's fighting against his religion, against the Jewish religion.
He knew about the Matrix. That nigga in tune.
So,
Do you think Jim Jones should have learned how to use a PDF?
Hey, hold on. Hold on. I want to ask Joker though. What you think?
Ooh.
About the Kanye?
About the Kanye, I'm on Big Homie side. I do believe there's more symbolism than coming out as black swastika. I do believe there's more symbolism in him saying academics pull up, post up right there, let me go change into this. And then when I come out in this, it's going to start a conversation that is going to be as simple as, oh, I hate black people. But there's more to it that symbolism.
He was on that bitch snapping.
No. I ain't gonna lie. When I look at it, when you look at the Tesla symbol, boom.
Oh, he on that bitch.
Triangle. Turn that bit. Kanye. He's tapping into all this shit. So I do believe Kanye has a bigger mind frame than just I'm coming out with looking like the Black Ku Klux Klan. That's how a lot of niggas took it.
No, for sure.
To me, it's more bigger than that. And mine just gonna be up to him to speak on that symbolism. But I do believe it's more bigger than that.
But I will say that nigga said out his mouth, it's up.
Oh no.
So you can think what you want. But the man said out his mouth, it's up.
You right. He kept it simple. This ain't even like I'm telling y'all niggas who I'm on.
You hear me?
Yeah, I'm letting y'all niggas know I'm letting y'all know who I'm on. So you right. It might be we just look for more symbolism, but it's actually quite in your face.
Can Kanye take on the Jewish community? Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
200 billion enough.
Here's the problem, bro. Like, the man should have bought his own factory.
For sure.
He should have bought his own infrastructure.
Bought his own country.
he shouldn't be upset with people for not giving him the reins to things when he could create it himself. You know, my whole problem with this dude is, you know, you ever heard the term when O.J. Simpson said, "I'm not black, I'm O.J.?" Come on, quote. Mm-hmm. Kanye thought he forgot he was black. He up there with Kim. And I keep telling people this, bro. If you got this color, this brown skin, bro, you have to have a level of danger to you. Because without it, you're gonna get taken advantage of.
I don't, you know, and it's crazy because it's like, something happens to me every day when I be like, oh yeah.
What?
I'm black.
All right. Right.
Something reminds me every day, like, it could be the smallest instant. Like, have you ever worked with somebody, a person, or dealt with a person for many years that's not of your race, and they walk up on you and be, oh my God. And you just be like, oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, I've had dudes say, you know, before you, I was racist. Oh, shit. I've had dudes say,
what they just sent her that DM early.
Man, a lady said she said, me and my husband are racist.
You and Big Dugar is the only people we listen to.
You and Dugar is the only black men that my husband even watch.
Or listen to. She said, I walked in the room and he was playing Baby Gang Chief.
And I think we could play this audio too.
Oh, my mom, we got that.
No, I mean, that's epic.
So,
but
what do y'all do with that responsibility where y'all are like the leading...
Fuck that. What do we do? What about other black people who aren't Big Dugar?
That shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie. She said the fact she was like, we're racist. Oh damn.
Facts.
I mean,
and she defend me and bro in every comment
my mama.
section. She got 60,000 followers. She posts about us every day. The thing is this though, bro. Kanye got mad. He said, "Niggas telling me I can't be a GD." No, you can't, brother. You out here. You was wilding.
Yeah.
And he waited too late.
Yeah. Do Kanye got ranked?
No.
So he not good.
He can't even see his own kids. They took he snapping about that. They took my kids from me. They took it. He can't even see his shorty.
He was begging for somebody else.
And he on there talking to academics. That's wild as hell to me. What is he finna do for you?
You know what's so...
What is that dude finna
do? An hour and a half to academics.
You a billionaire. And you talking to fool? He can't even see his shorties. Yeah. And he called himself God?
That's why
I've never seen them outside on the Retrievals with us. I never seen them out there at the orphanage where me and bro popping out. Shout out Michael Franzese. He said that's $1,000 to go to the orphanage with. I don't be seeing these niggas nowhere but hollering and screaming because the white boys won't show them no respect.
That, and you know, that's another thing that irked me because you said it like you should have been building your own factories. You should have been buying land in Texas or Louisiana or wherever the fuck and creating wealth for your people if that's what you really want to do.
Facts.
But
so let me ask y'all then, how, because y'all been to LA, y'all been to Nevada, y'all been to Las Vegas. How implanted is the Jewish community into black entertainment, black Hollywood? How implanted is the Jewish community?
All the labels are Jewish owned.
I was just gonna say they well.
So pretty much everybody that's signed to something is signed to a Jewish owner.
Facts.
21% of all talent is signed.
What's that shit that just came out? 50 Cent shit?
I'm like the book of Eli with this shit, bro.
Right.
This motherfucker. Man, if I had $1 billion, you never see me. Me and them gonna have a Ghoul Gang University.
Hold on, wait a minute. Dugar, big homie.
No, we already got a Ghoul Gang.
Yeah, no, wait. Dugar, big homie.
Got that.
No, wait. Is $1 billion enough? Because it seems like $1 billion is still not enough to get into their system. Mind you, United States of America was not built on a black man having $1 billion. So you having $1 billion, is that enough to make real change in this in art for us, for what we do? Is $1 billion enough?
Yes.
Yes.
Akon don't have $1 billion. He went to Africa, used his credit, line of credit, got a loan from the Bank of China for $2 billion to build electrical infrastructure, and he would have his own city right now if they didn't do the crypto rug pull shit. You feel me? But that's the thing.
That's Africa though. In America, can Wakanda exist in America to where, let's say, black billionaires can come together and really run shit? I'm talking about outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, outside of every other situation. Can we really come in and own our own shit with a few billions?
We got black-owned banks. Nobody in here banks at them.
Okay.
Right here in the state of Texas,
That's facts.
they have an entire city that is about to be the Muslim headquarters in the United States.
Them is facts. If y'all didn't know.
You know how they pulled it off?
Quietly
they kept
moving.
it a secret.
Quietly moving. All right, I want question.
We couldn't have did what we did outside if we was telling motherfuckers about it.
Boy, I'm on mama.
Yeah. Let me let a hater know how I'm moving.
Oh no, you can't do
Let the
that.
hater know how I'm moving.
The need for acknowledgement is the opposite of accountability.
Wait a minute. Look at that nigga. He just
Wise man.
Wise man.
Hey, that's why I always be telling motherfuckers, I'm just laying low, playing slow.
Oh no.
That's how you got it.
That's a good one too.
That's the only way to move.
I'm just laying low, playing slow, bro.
All right. So as we're speaking on saving the black community, again, we got to touch on it. Sexy Red is coming to Dallas in a couple of days.
Big sexy blood.
Big sexy black. What are y'all thoughts on Sexy Red? Because I heard a story that she was a government plant, to industry plant, to bring down the black community, and that shit. The government used her, inserted her to say, "Oh yeah, we about to dumb these niggas down."
God forbid a black woman be successful. She's not the first African American stripper who became a rapper, man.
I mean,
Without Lil' Kim, there is no Sexy Red.
Okay.
Prostitution is the oldest profession in history, man.
Yeah.
Spookism.
Glorifying prostitution, is that?
It's a spookism.
Oh.
Man, shout out Sexy Red, man.
I feel like Sexy Red is
Sexy Red, keep going. Big Dugar said keep going.
Man, hell yeah. I feel like she Gucci man.
She is. She the closest thing we got to Gucci right now.
Right for sure.
She putting that body work in.
She turned for sure.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we have to get this out of our mind, or we can't say the whole community.
Right. You know what fucks me?
I'm about to say, Dugar, big homie, for the people out there that has like 12-year-old daughters, come on now. What the fuck? I'm saying Sexy Red? Sexy Red?
Hey man, that's how you control your household though.
Yeah.
You run your household. You know, cause exactly, you gotta be involved with your kids. Point blank period. She doing her job. You better do your job as a parent. You can't put that on her cause she doing her job. You and that motherfucker with your kids, just letting them watch whatever. I don't play that shit. My daughter, all that too much dance and shit, no. Slow that down. You better bop in this motherfucker or something. On game.
If I had daughters, like my daughter would have to be
play
home
that shit, bro. On game.
I gotta know what you.
My daughter, no. It's certain shit you watch and certain shit you don't watch. Period. Don't even let me hear that shit on there, or this bitch gonna get took for damn that month.
But yeah, then I'm saying that's what I'm saying. It's like we want to blame everybody else
Right.
for the lack of
that shit crazy to me, bro.
We take for dealing with our own, like our children or our own family members. What, we always hear about like black people, because we were talking about attention, and I started thinking about how we spend our finances. We always want designer clothes and jewelry and things of that nature. And I always used to tell a motherfucker, like, it ain't no Gucci store because niggas is running there buying Gucci, bro. It ain't Louis Vuitton ain't successful because niggas is walking in the Louis Vuitton.
No, it's not. It's not.
Why do we, but they be like, well, Bill Gates, does he wear, or why do you think we do that to each other?
Jim Crow existed, man.
For sure. Just give him that Jim Crow.
Jim Crow existed, man. It's in our blood to want to shine, dog.
It is.
You know, in Africa, where we from, we used to wear gold dust on our skin, bro. We used to walk around in furs and all type of stuff. That's just in our blood.
You know, and when you say that, you know, I try to fight that feeling for so long. The feeling of wanting, because you try to defeat materialism.
For sure.
The diamonds do shit.
Yes.
That's what they don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. Preach to them, please.
It ain't even so
And
much
you
about.
gotta think about it, bro. Like, this whole myth that like white people and Indian people don't flex is crazy work.
I never seen an Indian flex.
You ain't never seen an Indian flex?
We flex different. Niggas just flex different.
Last year,
7-Eleven? A new 7-Eleven?
last
Shit,
year,
that's a flex. What you talking about?
there were over 2,000 yachts sold that were over $20 million, man.
Oh yeah, you going to yachts.
Think about that.
That's a flex.
Yeah, that's a huge. That's
you
huge.
ever went
I don't
to-
even see it.
Hey, you
Yeah,
said
you're
a
right.
7-Eleven, you ever went to one of them trenches ass 7-Eleven?
Yeah, no.
They in that bitch talking they shit.
Akbar
Yeah, I
in the
got
hole.
4 of these
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
Akbar in the hole.
You hear me? They
Yeah,
flexing
two.
for sure.
Yeah, too.
My daughter.
They don't never be. See, I feel like when you don't go outside of your, you ain't never been in an Indian club.
Yeah, you
You
ain't
ain't never been in
there.
an Asian club.
They drink Hennessy all night.
Bro, and they be in there playing their little games,
And they
stacks
talk
of
loud,
money.
And they talk their shit way more than we do.
They talk a lot of shit.
Way more.
Come on now.
Our community lives in a bubble, dog. They live in a bubble. They live in that meme where they got Jay-Z in there with no chain on, with all the young guys with chains on, and they say the loudest person in the room. Get that bullshit out of here, boy. Hov was having gold grills in '88, man.
Come on now.
We living off these little word pictures. That's sucker shit.
Come on.
Bro, I know some white boys who got a room like this. All watches Vaharan Constantine's $3 million.
Come on.
They got shit we like to shine. Diamonds and gold and all that shit is not native to their land. They have to colonize everywhere to get it. So of course they don't give a fuck about it. It's just a trade for them. For us, it's our culture.
So let me.
So what is their culture? Because I feel like it. I almost said some wild shit.
They got the watch.
No,
They culture is their bloodlines, bro.
rape and pillage. That's
Wait.
So let me ask y'all. When it comes to
No,
the
keep it real.
No. I want. We want to save the black community.
You cannot save the black community. You can only save a small group, branch off, and then build off that, bro. You cannot save all these
All right,
niggas, bro.
so let me get y'all perspective. When y'all see a situation where like Cameron beefing with Jim Jones, who we grew up with,
Why do anybody even give a fuck about that?
because
These niggas.
no, the
been
black
on this-
community be like, we should stick together. And when you see an entity 20 years old falling off, it worries the black community.
The first slaves that ever hit this country was sold by other niggas.
No way,
bro.
yeah. We got sold away.
How the fuck, with all the shit we got going on in our community, why is Jim Jones and Cameron a headline, bro?
20-year friendship gone because of what? Money?
Some rappers, bro?
Ego? Like
Obviously, that
niggas
wasn't-
question the shit.
Obviously, it wasn't a friendship.
Obviously, it was never built on a strong foundation in the first
Obviously.
place. But it does come to question, like, what the fuck happened to where we can't have a 20-year, like, yay, hurrah.
Did you see the verses between the Locks and them?
Yeah. Jim Jones set that up.
that niggas wasn't friends then.
It was supposed to be a tour.
Trying to tell look.
They
This,
couldn't even perform
Bro.
together on the stage.
bro,
the Locks smoked.
this shit been brewing forever. It just finally spilt over.
This is
Okay.
why our community can't get together because we too invested
And I
in
bet
shit
you
like
I-
that.
And bullshit.
And I bet you I can tell you what it's probably over.
Yeah, we look at it differently.
I bet you what I can tell you what it's probably over.
Some females.
Some old ass. He probably cracked him. Somebody did something with a
Oh,
female.
I'm glad y'all brought
way
that
back
up.
when.
Is
He's
it?
still mad about that shit.
Is it a violation to fuck with your homeboy baby mama?
Now, see, this is the greatest question you asked. Now, listen. It's the greatest question. I'm gonna let you get this first. I nigga next though.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now, see, back when I was young, I ain't gonna lie, I was reckless as hell. I was careless, so I didn't even think about a lot of shit. And then I was with my homies who say this right, we do a lot of things. We do a lot of pieces of work, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if we doing all this, it's certain shit we never should even give a fuck about, nigga. I'm out here with your ass. You hear me? You should never talk to me about none of this, gang. But like, as I got old, I had to realize, like I used to get mad, like, bro, shorty ass going. She's an eater. What the fuck is you in love with her for? She an eater. Man, I love her. And I used to be like, yo, ass a goofy. But the whole time, I had to get older and understand, like, I be telling the guys now, like, look, man, if she an eater, she a hoe, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If bro can say he love her for real, she off limits, gang. Mm-hmm. We ain't doing that because that little shit right there caused too much conflict amongst the guys, you feel me? We don't need that shit. Leave her ass alone. It's too many fish in the sea. For real. So. But back when I was a shorty, when I was younger,
I seen Dugar wife somebody, mama and his sister.
And her sister. Hey, look, that's why niggas to this day, and to this day, listen, to this day, when I go around niggas, I gotta have that bitch. Yeah, okay. All right, little nigga. Cause niggas be really feeling away. Like,
yeah.
Niggas will say they so
You let nigga know that, like, nigga, I done had a mama in.
Niggas know. I done fucked the mama and the sister.
Okay. Get him. Yeah, get him.
Man, that's crazy to think, because nigga, as a young nigga, one of my partners tried to hit my mama, nigga, it's going down in this bitch.
What if your mama try to hit your partner?
Nigga, I'm trying to hit your partner. Nigga, me and my mama gonna get into it.
Okay, man. I ain't gonna lie.
What the fuck is you thinking, nigga? This
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna do too much because I got respect for this situation. But how that shit end up happening? OG got on me, and OG, you know, after a bang out, OG watched me blow a motherfucker down. Next day it was. I ain't gonna even hold you, you know. Oh,
and you know,
and OG
ain't like no square female.
OG was a queen. She was a queen. She was a queen pin. You hear me? She was a queen. So when she came through, she came correct. You hear me?
That's where the respect.
She sold more dope than niggas.
That's where the respect name come back into play. Like, nigga, that nigga
sure.
Dugar still got some respect out this.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, nigga, we'll allow some shit.
So how did the sister happen here? Like, so that means the daughter.
Man, G, I ain't gonna lie to you. This Goulet.
I done said too much.
It's Goulet crazy, man.
Right.
All right, so you know our job is to like make sure we're pushing the positive message going forward. Again, we see a situation with Mo3, Yellow Beezy. Now it is our positive. It's our duty. It's our duty. We see the YNs crashing out. Dugar, BH. If y'all don't mind, please speak to those out here that is probably has no guidance and are trying to live up to the strategy that y'all lived up to and to make it this far. It does take a little more than just being a crash out to make it to where y'all make it to. Can y'all speak to the young dudes out here that's just wild?
And before to follow up with what Joker said is, y'all are of age, right? I want y'all to explain how y'all are still alive.
You want me to explain how I made it to 7,600 years old?
Yes.
All right.
You go first, Dugar. Like how?
All right, you want to be 7,600 like Dufini? Okay, cool. I ain't gonna lie for you, gotta slow down. That's my biggest message to the youth, bro. Slow down. Not even just to the youth. Grown motherfuckers too. Cause there's some grown ass goofies out here, gang. Slow down. That's it. Just slow down, bro.
Process.
Just slow down, please. Real talk. It's really as simple as that.
No. Hold on, Dugar, please, because they're gonna be like, yeah, I'm slowed down. I'm in the church now. I'm slow. I had a wife. I was moving fast. I'm moving slower, but yet I'm still in the streets. Can you kind of break down what slow down means in your mentality?
Use your, like think before you move. Think. Use your brain. See, like when I was doing all that fucked up shit, I was careless and I did not think at all, gang. You know what I'm saying? Now these days, I wouldn't have did my little time in the penitentiary and shit. I got an appreciation for life. Back then, I didn't give a fuck about no life. I was going and doing shit because I was like, I was fucked up. My past had me fucked up. My daddy doing double life. Last time I kicked it with my daddy, I was 5 years old. We drunk beer. The nigga pulled up on the block. I'm 5 years old. The nigga brought a 6-pack of beer, got me drunk at 5. You hear me? So it's like, and then after that, it was just always just drama, always chaos. So that's all I already knew. You know what I'm saying? So then, like, when I went to jail and shit, it took me out of that shit. It took me away to really be able to reflect on myself. Like, damn, I did this to this. I'm sobering up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shit hit me like, damn, I did that.
I've seen it.
Like, damn, folks.
So, like,
you know what I'm saying? Then I'm having kids and shit. It's like, nah, folks, you gotta slow down, gang. You gotta think, folks. You feel me? If you anything, you say you this gangster or you whatever, you a man or whatever, nigga, you need to think before you do. Real talk. So that's what slow down means. Just slow down and think that shit through, bro. Real talk.
And before you answer that, big homie, after you answer that, I want y'all, if y'all can, open up some of the rules that y'all live by because it's gotten y'all this far. You know, even if it, you know, just to open and dive deep. Like some of the things that y'all live by. Shit that we don't do to, you know what I'm saying, to stay alive. Even though sometimes you have to be on the aggressive side. You see what I'm saying? But the codes that you live by.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So to answer the first question, a young man needs to learn how to plan so that as he becomes a man, now he's a planner. Because if you don't have a scheme or a plan, because, you know, in my football days, you know, they would install different defensive schemes. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have a plan. You have to have a visual of what you want to do, and you have to have the steps that it's gonna take to get there. If not, you know, we see guys try to jump the line and end up crashing out. You can accomplish a lot of amazing things if you follow the order of operations. Because one of the rules we live by is no man is bigger than the program. Right. And another rule we live by is follow the protocol. Because you can ask all the guys, they gonna say, look, if BH don't make the plan, we not going. We fuck around, not come back. Because as a young man, I learned, okay, I need to have a plan on what I'm gonna do. So as I got older, I became a planner, you know. As you become a planner, now you become a builder. And you're able to structure things properly because nobody did it alone. You gotta have logistics and you gotta have infrastructure. All of these things have to get built. It takes 10 years to be an overnight success. Right. People don't realize that. They feel like, oh, let me go do a TikTok dance, drop a song, I should be rich and famous soon. That's not how it goes. Well, Fetty Wap pushed Trap Queen 3 years before it caught on. You see, and I feel like everybody watching this short form content, and I think that's bad because, you know, people watching the video that's 5 or 6 seconds, and they scrolling through that all day. And then you look up, you got 14 hours of screen time on your phone throughout the week. That's been 14 hours you could have used to plan to change your situation. Because we often live by this excuse, I'm a product of my environment. But if you put together a proper plan, you can build things to change your environment. So, you know, the thought process has to be raised in our community. You know, nobody should be talking to me about Jim Jones and Cameron.
I ain't gonna lie.
What have they done for our community? These guys couldn't even, they were supposed to, their verses against them and the Locks was supposed to be a 50-city tour. Facts. They fucked that up because they can't get along. Sucker shit.
I want to say one more thing.
Because one nigga think he is the program. Then the other nigga think he bigger than the program. And then dude said, well, you was a fan. You was never my homie. Sucker shit.
Hey, that's one more thing though, because I'm glad y'all touched on that. Because that shit mean a lot to me for the youth and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been through that shit, you feel me? So that shit mean a lot to Dugar. I ain't gonna lie, I be trying to lay it on them, you know? Like, this one thing, this we gonna call this segment right here, I'm talking to the younger Dugar, meaning my shorties out there that look up to Dugar. All right, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Nigga, your ass ain't gonna die in 2 years, gang. A lot of niggas out there that shorties, they think they not gonna see this certain age. That's why they clown older niggas. Cause they think they ain't gonna make it to that shit. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, I used to be out here doing all type of shit cause I used to think I'm gonna die in 2 years. I ain't gonna see 30. I ain't gonna see 20, none of that shit. So I used to just be loose as hell, whatever, we would whatever, you feel me? I'm telling you right now, Dugar telling you, listen gang, you gonna see it, then that shit look good. On my daughter.
Come on now.
Amen.
Looking good, doing good.
You hear me?
I want to get y'all opinion on this. How do we keep interviews from being so police?
Yeah, they want to blame the media.
I mean, media should take some responsibility. We have these different sectors for different individuals. When people pass away, they want to try to solve the murder. How can we do good journalism and maintain a level of integrity and not make it seem so police? Is there a way to do that?
When you use the word journalism, you got to really, really think about that term. When there's a war going on in different countries, you will see a guy with a bulletproof vest and a hat that say press on it.
You're not supposed to kill him.
Not supposed to kill him.
But he will get killed.
But he will get killed.
No, we talk journalism while Dugar pouring up the Goulet. He mixing it. It does question the journalism aspect of how we move.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, them motherfuckers that be on police shit, they be want to be on police shit.
Ooh.
They know what the fuck they asking.
Every criminal wants to tell his story.
Oh. So yeah, but I say what it is about, because again we have
He said it.
yeah,
every criminal wants to tell his story.
yeah, we have a guy by the name of Kanye White who's allegedly the guy who ran on the street and gunned down Mo3.
Fucking idiot.
And he's
Why
excited about interviews.
Why are you calling from jail when you got an open case?
Multiple calls.
Clown
multiple interviews to like.
And that's why dude hired him. He knew he was a clown. He knew he'd take this money and do this stupid shit.
So how does that come to play where social media and keeping it thou wow one solid, like how does that do it mix breeze? Because we have a guy who says, I'm a thorough killer out here and I will put in work, but yet I do want internet fame.
Niggas don't know about number one, silence and secrecy.
That's something we also live by.
You said that rule shit?
Yeah.
That's number one. Silence and secrecy. Number two, look, learn, listen. And that's it. I ain't gonna get no
look, learn, listen in that order. Loose lips.
Sink ships.
So
loose lips, your homie.
Loose lips is not my homie, but loose lips be around.
Okay.
So with that being said, because I noticed you said oppress, they wear the bulletproof vest.
You might want to check on your homie in about a week, folks. I got these noodles from the clear on his ass.
I hate food.
That ain't work for the noodles. That ain't work for good ass noodles.
No. You ain't hear what I said.
Oh.
I put 2,000 noodles on his head. His ass over with.
I hear you.
This shit don't end because you locked up, nigga.
No, this fuck you. It's
That's how it's supposed to move. That's how it's supposed to move.
Nah, hold on. Is noodles really that powerful?
That's how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
There's people in there ain't getting nothing, bro.
It's somebody in that bitch hungry.
Yeah, that's how it's
That's
supposed
wild.
to.
You better know it.
He coming home in February, so
know
it's up.
I'm not working.
I would hate to be the nigga that got took down by a 2,000.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know this to be facts. Niggas get fucked up for less.
For less. No, for less.
You hear me?
No,
I watched
for
the
less.
nigga get his ass. Listen, they give you in the county, they give your ass steak cookies. It's 2 cookies in a pack about this big. I watched a nigga get his teeth stumped out of his mouth for these 2 cookies.
Mm-hmm.
No bullshit, gang.
Been in the county. Whoop a nigga for a piece of a brownie.
You hear me, gang? Did you hear me?
Legit in the county.
Come on, man.
Shout out Sauce Walker.
Hey, fast. Stop me when I'm lying, folks.
You ain't lying.
For a piece of
You ain't lying.
shit.
Man, like you said, the press have to wear the bulletproof vest. So should these individuals behind the camera or in the camera doing the interview be prepared to die?
Ooh, the journalists. Ooh, the media.
If you a journalist and you going into a war zone, you should be prepared to die.
But to see, the problem is just a lot of people from home and the internet, and they don't come outside, and they're doing all this journalistic shit, but they're not outside. They never see the opposites. They never see anybody that they talk to. They talk about. So what do you say to that?
Yeah, Wack and Loose thought they was never gonna see me. The thing is this, bro. I see people like try to criticize y'all platform for certain shit. At the end of the day, bro, this is the internet, man. You know, this is a form of journalistic information. Y'all not going into war zones. Y'all not doing hood vlogs and y'all not traveling around. Y'all built the platform. Y'all invite people to come here.
There's a lot of security.
If you want to tell your story, tell your story.
Right.
It's up to you what you say. Just like it's up to you what you do. You know what I'm saying? And we all know messiness sell.
Facts.
So when you see like the war in Syria, the Ukraine, and CNN have the frontline reporters that's like frontline, literally, like we're reporting from Baghdad. Should they be like, I'm signed up to this expecting to possibly lose my life?
You sign a waiver.
Right. Yeah.
And most of them have a catastrophic life insurance plan like I got.
Yeah, definitely. Life lived and life is.
You gotta understand there's somebody on the opposite side that is gonna just tag them for no reason, just cause.
For sure.
For sure, just cause.
If we at war,
right? Anybody can get it.
If you over there with them, I don't care. You got press on.
We talking about losing them?
No, we talking about journalists.
I ain't gonna lie. Boy. Joker.
Please speak. Please.
I'm gonna leave you alone, Joker.
No, wait. If you, wait.
Raise that shit up,
let me get you the last question because I want Dugar's take on this because Big Homie just
I
answered.
ain't gonna lie, Joker, folk. I fuck with y'all, folk. I love real life, folk. Y'all my people, folk. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna post these niggas and don't post our shit, that shit kind of make me feel away, folk.
Yeah, it's
coming out. Because I'll never play with you, gang.
Yeah,
ever.
It's coming out.
Out of respect for this,
he blame it on
I'll
Rook
never play with you,
every
gang.
Yeah, I say Rook, are we posting it?
I ain't gonna even hold you, folks.
I lean to Rook, are we posting it? So without question, it's coming out. Ain't no question. Once Big Homie, the move we made earlier.
What question you got for me though, brother?
Nah, the question is. Yeah, we go. Yeah, receipts coming.
Cause this motherfucker home team. The receipts can't get posted at home, folks.
Yeah, no. Facts.
Dang, that shit is what?
That's wild as hell.
They coming on top. It's probably before 10 a.m. No, before 10 p.m. Before 10 p.m. Homie coming. Yeah, we own it. Nah, so Dugar, my question was, when it comes to the journalists that go out and you see them in Baghdad, in Iraq, and fighting the wars, should they sign up for these events? The media expect them to lose their life to cover these situations that might have they body.
Hey man, listen, you can't tell them. I mean, they know where they're going. You can't tell. I can't tell you how passionate to be about what you do. Some people, that shit mean the world to them. Covering this story,
they will die for.
They will die to get that story. That's that's what they want to do.
If you're not willing to die for it, you probably don't love it that much.
Exactly. You feel me? I can't say nothing about that. That's them. That's what they want to do.
FYB J-Man goes to Chicago. Gets ran out of there.
Goes to Chicago.
He goes to Old Block. Yeah, he goes to Old Block, and they run him out. He seemed like he's willing to.
I wouldn't say they ran him out.
Okay.
Shout out FYB. I wouldn't say they ran him out.
What would you say?
I would say he went over there. He spoke. He woo. Bro, they came out. They came out with high temper. He said he ain't got time for that shit, and he walked out. He didn't run. Did you see him run on camera?
He didn't run. No, he spoke to him, told him, I'm about to leave.
And did he
I
left.
bet.
Simple.
Salute.
No emotions from a king. Goodbye.
There you go. Is that what grade would you give him as far as how to handle a situation to get up out of?
He came over here to shed light. You feel a certain way, I'm gone. I'm gonna spin up off you. You can have that.
Do you feel a lot of more situations, not only Nipsey, but
sometimes you gotta spin up off a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. Because I'm like, how do we handle all these situations? Because we always want everyone to leave with their life versus let's have an ulterior situation where someone loses a life to stand on something.
Man, sometimes you gotta spin up off a motherfucker, folks. Even when a motherfucker front they shit, you know you can fuck them over real bad. But fucking them over, if you don't do it right, gonna fuck you over. It's gonna fuck up what you got going on. So if you can't do it right now, spin up off that man. It ain't shit. It ain't nothing to tell a nigga you got it for. You got it.
Especially when they got the ups on you.
Like for real, every action don't call for a reaction game. Right. You can sometimes you just let a motherfucker talk long enough and play themselves out, you know.
I say just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, bro, you gotta just because you blessed with this power or this ability don't mean you abuse it.
Facts. Right. A civilian visiting Chicago. Where can he go? Where can he not go? What should he have on?
He go anywhere he want to go.
Right.
See, bro, in Chicago, you can go anywhere you want. In Chicago, bro, niggas know who they looking for, bro. People know who they looking for. Yeah. You feel me? Crime happens everywhere. Right. But in Chicago, you feel me? I tell people this. If you blow your horn at somebody in traffic, in Chicago, you should be prepared to shoot it out. Because where we come from, people resort to violence a lot faster than in other places.
Because they know it'll go up. Yeah, so everybody when they walk out the day, they already like up here. Because they know.
Move with like respect, real nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, folks. I'm telling you, respect carry a long way.
Right.
Yeah, because J-Man should have had DJU take that video down. He was saying that shit about E-Dog. Because that's what E-Dog came out there mad about. He said, man, dude got me on DJU doing this bullshit. He should have had that shit took down. But see, niggas doing shit for views. Cause I done been with niggas really trying to push peace. It ain't no cameras there, man. Because you got to ask, hey, did y'all do that to bro? Is that y'all work? Right. You can't have no cameras there for that shit.
Hell no.
That's why the onset of the internet is making things strange.
This internet makes shit real strange.
Strange.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Now see, that's kind of crazy too though when you think about it though. Cause let's just be real. I done lived this shit. And I'm just thinking about what y'all just said. And what I'm saying, when y'all say that, I can say this. That's cool too, that's right. But you know, it's a part of the initial might have cameras. But when it get to that, of course it's turn the cameras off. You feel what I'm saying? To that certain conversation. But just to show the world what we trying to do, it's like I understand them, but and it's a part of it I don't understand them. You feel me? Right. It's like 50-50 with me. You feel me? Because of course, if you trying to push this piece, and if this is the story, this was the narrative you trying to give to the world, you gotta put it in. Somebody gotta see you at least stepping out here.
Ain't nobody in O Block had no cameras out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This was Jay's main thing. He wasn't tripping on them. He was coming over there to holler at them.
Y'all gotta get that together first, and then we'll take out the
cameras. Look, I'm gonna come over here with the cameras out, gang. Yeah. We're gonna chop it up over right here, but then we're gonna chop it up off the camera. Right. That's how that go.
Yeah, right.
But see, it's gotta be, we chop it up first, then we bring some cameras. After we get the initial shit out the way.
Like you said,
you feel me? That's why.
Because at some point, the cameras do gotta come out because the world has to see that it, you know what I'm saying? It's possible. Okay.
So yeah, you say you can go where you want to go.
Yeah.
Go where the fuck you want to go. You a man. You carry yourself as a man.
Place, you feel me? Right. It's just that
I've
you
been
know.
to Chicago and it was
look, this the thing. You a man. You go where you want to go. You grown ass man. But at the same time, you know it's some little ass boys out here. So guess what? Sometimes you gonna handle this little boy with being able to tell him, hey shorty, go ahead on. Or sometimes you gonna have to spank his little ass. Simple.
That seems like everywhere pretty much.
Everywhere.
That's it. Right. I just said everywhere you go is goofies, real niggas, lames. You feel me? Everywhere.
But I love Dallas though.
Shout out to Dallas. On my daughter, I fuck with Dallas.
Shout out to Dallas, man. And
Shout out Fort Worth.
Shout out Fort Worth. Yeah, the whole DFW, man. So let's do it like this, man. For those that do want to follow the Big H, man, Big Homie.CC, man, Dugar, man, not only the Boogie Man, but
The who?
The Boogie Man.
The what Boogie Man?
Shit.
The real, the factual.
Hey, let me set up.
What show was on the real?
The real life street stars. The real Boogie Man.
Okay.
Period.
I appreciate that.
And I dare nigga to test it.
On my daughter.
If y'all don't mind.
Yo, Joker.
Yeah, if y'all don't mind.
Joker, I'm on my toes.
Come on now.
I'm on my toes.
Come on.
He said that because Luce in jail. He said that because
Luce locked up. The whole West Coast locked up. They sellies.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it real.
Adam Graham Mason.
Loose fuck
Adam Graham Mason.
Hold on. Hey, you hear me? I can speak on a certain shit.
Go ahead, folks.
You know, Luce booked and shit like, see, Luce ran up on us and he didn't know us. I always used to tell Luce, like, Luce, you a goofy. You talk too fucking much.
They would know.
I'll be like, hold on. I used to be like, Luce, you didn't do your homework, man.
Yeah.
Hindsight.
You fucking goofy. I'm like, so Luce didn't know that I'm a ghoul god.
Yeah.
I'm very spiritual.
He's like, I didn't see the nigga.
No, look, I got the.
Bro, they said in the first interview, they said, yeah, his brother ran.
I didn't see him.
Then they
Where was he?
Bro.
Come on, man.
To be fair, when he said that, we were talking to him about that virtual, Joker did challenge that nigga. He said, so you said Dugar ran.
Yeah, I said
That's unbelievable.
I can't picture Dugar
Come on, bro.
running.
Look at me,
wild
folks.
Like, doing a 40-yard dash.
That's crazy
Come
work.
on, man.
Wow.
Then when y'all see
trying
this,
to figure out why
when
you
y'all
post
see
them
these
receipts.
receipts Joker finna drop, y'all finna see his ass tucking this shit. On my daughter, he on that bitch. Dugar, I always speak highly of you. And be Homie.CC. Get your bitch ass off the. Hold on. Get your bitch ass. Man, get your bitch ass off the strip.
Bro,
Get your bitch ass off the strip.
Your ass a nerd, dude.
Wow. This is wild.
Bro, that shit out there, bro, like.
Shout out to Vegas though. I love Vegas. I love
The
Vegas.
city is amazing.
The city is amazing.
Like, I love Vegas.
We ain't gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying?
The
Like,
city is amazing.
shit, I like California. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's a small group of people out there who have a lot of influence on the internet. And, they never expected to see us in person.
I fuck Lou's life up. He don't even know.
Yeah, no, it was a situation.
He got into I'm just say this, because I can't say much. He got into it with me. I lit some candles, and ever since then, the nigga life been shit.
Whenever you see Dugar with them candles, watch out.
We can't even question it because
I don't know what he be doing, but like, I say
wait, look, Luz, you from Louisiana or something? You got some voodoo? What the fuck?
I'm from the rap, but I ain't gonna lie. You see this?
I seen Dugar.
Hey, listen, bro. Damn.
Yeah, all up.
I ain't gonna lie. Right. Look. Boom. Look, listen to this. This some deep shit though. Like, all right. Like me and God, I talk to God. Like I got a song called 7600, right? And it started like, I talked to God last night.
He told me leave them
guns alone. I'm from 7600, I can't leave them guns alone. Like, bro, I really talk to God. I talk to him just like I talk to Rook. Like he's my homie. I tell him how I feel. I tell him what I don't like. I tell him what I do like. I tell him how I'm coming for real. I have to be honest. And like, bro, me and folks, we locked in, And sometimes, folks, I ain't gonna lie. One time, bro, I had a situation, right? Because me and God got a deal. And I told him I won't do certain things no more if he do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I got you. And like a motherfucker got in my way, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I prayed. I pray like 6 times a day. And I prayed. I'm like, God, I'm finna do him dirty. I'm finna break our pack. Guess what? What was it, like a day or?
About 2 days.
2 days later, his ass was dead.
Facts. That shit fucked my head up.
Rest in peace with him, though.
Damn.
Long level.
Damn. I'm gonna ask a question. I don't want to fuck y'all up though, but please, if you don't mind, just speaking, truthfully.
All right.
Do y'all feel y'all on borrowed time based on the amount of work y'all put in this world?
Hell no. But shit, I've been dead if I wasn't on this shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
I just want to ask.
I ain't gonna lie, like I say, folks, like I'm in tune. I'm super in tune, gang. I'm telling you, gang, I can move shit with my mind, gang. Like I'm telling you right now, God told me. At first I was tick. Cause I was still out here, But as long as God got us, we good. We just gotta stay focused and we gotta.
Y'all got a mission, bro.
Yeah, like
You understand something, bro?
Come on.
Cause it's so much other shit me and bro could really be doing. It's so many motherfuckers who time really could be up.
You gotta understand something, bro. In the Bible, God killed more people than the devil, bro.
Right.
David didn't pray for Goliath; he murdered him.
Facts. Talk to him.
Yeah.
You got put that in perspective, bro.
Now you got that's exactly what happened.
Well, sometimes you got to kick a man when he down, bro.
Right.
Because you got to remind him if you get up, it can be worse than this.
Right.
Bro, David ain't pray for dude, man. He didn't pray for Goliath. He murdered him.
Listen, bro. Listen. I remember when they used to call me evil, but nowadays I save people.
Facts.
Dude upstairs said, you know what? I was just finna call your ass home. But guess what? I ain't gonna lie, you doing your shit,
We had that
I'm
conversation.
telling you, me and God, that's how me and God talk, bro.
Me and bro, him, the guys, we had the conversation. Like, look now.
I used to fuck up a lot, bro, but I ain't gonna lie.
We gotta do some things to
I done
repair.
got even with God, me and we,
Because one day he asked me, he said, Gordon, you think we going to heaven?
I know we wasn't going to heaven.
I say,
I got a video to show y'all.
as long as we do our part to
I ain't gonna
repair
lie.
some of the damage that was done, we could get there.
Y'all heard of karmatic debt?
For sure.
Yeah, see, I don't really believe
shit a
it.
fact.
See, my beliefs with karma and stuff is a little different because, you gotta look at things, bro.
Boy,
There was a group who put our people in chains and then gave us a religion.
Right.
Did they believe the same thing that they taught the slaves? Did they? That's what I'm saying. They couldn't have. So all my rich homies don't believe. Like I've been to Billionaires Road. None of them believe in karma, bro. None of them. I know a dude, bro. He got a facility. Not gonna say the location. They make kratom. You know what kratom is? Kratom is like it's a herb. You see it at smoke shops and stuff like that. It's like a relaxation herb. It was recently made legal, and I was doing security for this guy, and we would go to certain events. It'll be people outside protesting him, because like 4,000 people died on several little kratom farms that he had in third world countries. I asked him how he felt about it. He said, "Fuck him, I'm rich."
That's how they get. That's how they get.
I'm gonna keep it real.
And he living just fine.
Guinea pig.
I'm gonna keep it real, guys.
He in his 80s.
This me being honest. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's about what you believe.
Karma, for sure. It's definitely. Karma is real, for sure. Because karma is about energy, and energy is about the universe. And if you know anything, then you know what you put in the universe, you get back. That's just the bottom line.
Good or bad?
Well, listen, even though they don't believe in it, don't mean it ain't real. On game, they just not conscious enough to understand that. On game, or they don't care about it. You feel me? But karma real, nigga. Okay, nigga, I'm living proof karma real, nigga. Everything I did bad, I got that shit back. I had to pay the piper at some point, nigga.
Do you still owe? Do you feel like you still owe?
We ain't finna talk about that, Joker.
Okay, all right. Make sure. Goddamn.
See, my outlook on this is a somber one. Because, I always lived like kind of selfless, and I feel like if I didn't, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in now. Cause this shit is amazing, you know what I'm saying? Like everywhere I go, like motherfuckers love me so much. And then, as I try to study things and open up my mind a lot, I got into like, studying supersymmetry, quantum physics, stuff along those lines. And then there's a guy named Professor James Gates. And as I was studying his research on supersymmetry and equations that come with quantum physics, he was mapping areas of space with these equations. And in these equations, he found error correcting codes. Now, how is that possible that you find error correcting codes in equations from supersymmetry? Error correcting codes only show up in computer language and computer programming. So that right there, you know, he said he had to sit and think like, damn, am I in somebody's computer program? Like, am I living in some type of matrix or some type of hyper advanced simulation? And then, you know, you see guys in Silicon Valley putting up $2 trillion to make a quantum computer that can break out of the simulation. Why are they doing this? And it's like, okay, so that means somebody programmed the karma into this. But if you study history, you know, there are several rulers who murdered millions.
Right.
And they died of old age, rich, with harems of women. What was his karma? It boils down to what you believe, because we all energy.
Facts. We could definitely
Never mind, we're gonna talk
agree to
about that
disagree, you know?
But see, that's what I'm saying. There's so much going on in the world, we can all be right.
Right.
Because our world is built on three things: sound, light, and frequency.
I was gonna say, because I believe everything can be quantified.
For sure.
So we talking about just energy and karma. Like you was talking about a man died, he had millions of dollars and harems of women, but he probably couldn't even get his dick hard.
He had 400 children.
That Goulet too.
But in the 80s, in your 80s, it ain't, you know, it's over with. You feel me? You eating pussy all night. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta think about that.
So what my opinion is on it is, I feel like when people get out of there, for instance, like if your pedigree or something, like if you're a lion, right? And when you start doing things that lions don't do, that's where your karma comes from.
Absolutely.
I like that. That's a good theory.
So if you, for instance, say if you're a killer, your karma is not going to come as far, because if that's what you truly are. But if I go out and kill somebody, which I'm not a killer, my karma's coming a little way faster than your karma would ever come.
For sure, because, you know, a killer gonna move a certain way.
Right.
And, you know, like, I said all of these things to say this, like, you know, in order for us to make any type of dent or change in our community, we have to continue thinking. Right. Because the moment we stop thinking, now we become stagnant. And then now that autonomy kicks in and there's no progress being made. So I said all of these things because people always ask me, like, how do we help the community? How do we save the community? The only way to help or save any of our people is to force everyone to continuously think. That's the only way to do it. Straight up and down.
What is your thoughts on
Kool-Aid
Farrakhan and how they erased him from the internet?
Right. So, you know,
like just erased them.
When they passed the net neutrality bill from the deep state Democrats, this is one of their plans, because if you study what's going on, first we've seen the Vatican come out and say, you know, non-human intelligence exists. We're all God's creations. Right. Then we seen Farrakhan come out and say, he's speaking about motherships and he's speaking about wheels. Ezekiel saw the wheel and the wheels that we see in the sky. Once he started speaking about those type of things, and then we looked up and we saw that Islamic nations have bought several thousand acres here in the country, where in these private cities, there will be Sharia law. Right. And we see that our government was giving the Taliban $87 million a month the same people that we fought for 20 years, our government is having an internal civil war. And they're trying to keep certain ideals from growing because you cannot have any war or fighting force without that ideal because that's what's going to make everybody fight. So, you know, homegrown terrorism is something that was a concern. And in order to prevent the onset of that, because remember when that guy, black dude, murdered all those police officers in Houston? Yeah, they scrubbed it completely off of anywhere. From anywhere. Because if people in our community start to have these ideals where they want to enter into martyrdom, the balance of power can be shifted.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's why they scrubbed them from the internet.
I ain't gonna lie, folks. My brother love y'all, folks. Come on. Cause a lot of shit he be talking about, he know he shouldn't, you know?
Yeah, he giving it to us.
I ain't gonna lie, he you know? But we're gonna stand on that, you know?
And this is a question I have to really ask. And we bring this guy up to a lot of people and he hates us for it, right? But I think that you would probably have the wisest thing to say about it.
Okay.
Charleston White.
Right.
What do you feel about Charleston White and what he was doing, what he did, how in the community, right? And then how he's living now and what he stands for and everything like that. What are your thoughts on Charleston White?
Well, you know, I heard his story about how he actually changed laws.
Right.
He helped change laws. He was always an activist trying to help his community and things like that. And he said nobody paid attention to him, so he started talking crazy.
Facts.
And I felt like, you know, I share a certain sentiment with him because, you know, I used to think to myself, like, man, is this shit all even worth it? And then I had to make a choice, like, all right, well, you know, I'm getting older, you know, certain things happen in the world. I need to try to cash in on my story. And I went public with it. Now, you know, I've been trying to meet Charleston, or like, I'm gonna try to pull it off.
He wants to meet you.
Damn, okay, bet. So, you know, like, when it comes to Charleston White, anybody familiar with, what's his name, Howard Stern?
Yeah.
The guy, Man-Cow.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Charleston put a lot of shock jock into his format to how he attacked the internet. I feel like he felt that somebody had to combat the rappers who were controlling modern media, who are being controlled by certain entities. You know, I don't agree with everything that he says and does, but I do kind of feel like some of the things he did was definitely necessary because, you know, bro, once we stop policing ourselves, you know, it's easy to round people up and put them in chains and cages.
Facts.
So, you know, like, you know, I definitely understand some of his methods. And, you know, bro, sometimes you just gotta say, fuck this shit, I'm going for it.
Come on.
And he didn't win against everybody.
Come on.
This is the only person we've seen who couldn't get canceled.
He's moving into new territory because you're right. It's like he does everything to get canceled and won't get canceled.
For sure.
He said, how can someone tell me about me when they never been where I've been?
Absolutely. 100% facts. And, you know, that's something I go through all the time. Like, when not recently, but people would try to give me like these speeches. And, you know, like, I'm like, man, bro, you couldn't have survived what I survived. Like, you couldn't have endured the things that I've endured. And it's obvious, you know, I'm not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? So people would say, man, you listen to Dugar, but you don't listen to me. Dugar was there.
Come on.
You wasn't there with us.
Come on.
And oftentimes in our community, we live by these mythical street rules.
Yeah, right. Mythical
Street rules.
Yeah.
And what good has it ever done for our community?
Not in the positive. It's more than the negative.
It needs to end.
Okay.
And he's somebody who literally is fighting to end that. So I gotta salute that. You know, I'll never agree with anybody who's saying disparaging terms to a child or mentioning sexual or physical violence against any woman, because 51% of women experience interrelationship violence.
Come on.
It's 450 active serial killers in the United States of America right now, and 99% of their victims are single females.
Oh, talk to him.
So when these type of things are going on, I don't think a man with this color skin should ever be making those type of remarks.
Man.
And I'll leave it at that. Salute to Charleston White, though.
Thank you. So as we close this, Dugar, BH.
Dugar.
Let me ask you guys, because we're in the year of our Lord 2025. How do y'all see the year 2100, 75 years from now? What do y'all see, whether it comes from what y'all do as far as protecting life, where the government, yeah. Please speak on it. No. The year 2100. Duga, I'll start with you. Where do you see the human race going in 75 years in America? How do you see it, if you don't mind?
I gotta talk to the big fella about this.
All right, BH, you kick it off.
What they doing, gang?
75 years from now, 20.
Kool-Aid, they drinking Kool-Aid. We got Kool-Aid rivers.
Yeah. I mean, are we active?
This whole rivers of Kool-Aid.
Are we
you
active?
just walk down to that motherfucker, sip your cup of that bitch, and walk out.
Talk to us.
I feel like that, you know, I feel like we're going to leave our mark for sure. I feel like everybody here will leave a mark. There are things happening with our sun, you know, things are happening in our solar system. Glaciers are melting.
Facts.
It's a reason why they're trying to bring back the woolly mammoth through DNA replication, because with those glaciers melting, water levels are going to rise. A lot of areas are going to change. And we're seeing species that were listed as extinct showing up again.
It's not going to start in America. That's what people think it's going to start in North America. No, it's starting in Greenland. It's going to start other places outside of North America. But
it is starting here because Hawaii is sinking. And our species is going to have to be interplanetary to survive. The ocean is being stripped. Illegal Chinese fishing is killing coral reefs. The ocean is being stripped to bare. They found water on Mars. Our race, our species is going to have to be interplanetary simply because you got groups of politicians saying that the climate change is over-exaggerated and not real, which is just outlandish to me, because if that was the case, why are islands sinking? They don't want to map certain parts of the ocean because there are different groups of people that exist there. We're not allowed to go there. There are ruins from different civilizations at the bottom of the ocean. Every religious text has a story about a flood.
I'm being the Ghoul Gang Galaxy. By that time, I'm being the Ghoul Gang Galaxy, folks.
No, facts. No. Follow up. I ain't gonna lie. I swear to God.
Hey, fast, you hear me, gang?
Yeah.
I'm being a Ghoul Gang.
No. Hey, I'm gone. I swear to God. I seen what BH. I seen what you're talking about. They put it in the Disney movie. I said they seen islands flooding and they put it in the Disney movie and put a song behind it.
Absolutely.
I said, they programming us to understand what global warming is.
Yeah, because, you know, people don't understand this. Certain people in Hollywood are debriefed by government agencies, so they know things we don't. That's why that movie Close Encounters with the Third Kind.
Come on.
A lot of abduction stories is the same as that.
What about all these damn zombie shit they keep every fucking week is a Walking Dead, it's some type of zombie apocalypse. Is that?
So you gotta understand something, bro. It's been scientifically proven that there are certain diseases that were created in labs that can turn a human being into a zombie.
One guy. Correct.
Polio was invented in the lab. Somehow it got out. It's not no somehow.
My last interview, they just asked me, hey, Gordo, the last interview, they said, so what would you and Gordo do if it's a zombie apocalypse?
We got a plan for that.
I say, we ain't finna die. I said, so what if they're attacking me? If you with me, okay. Fullies, we got fullies everywhere.
Dugar, what's your weapon of choice in the zombie
apocalypse? Somebody just asked me.
Yeah, earlier.
What you got?
Lando asked you that.
I love fullies, for I ain't gonna lie to you.
I love the fullies.
I love
the fullies.
I like fullies, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you. We didn't already see ATF before. I hate them. They do whatever they want to do.
They love it.
But this the court. He can leave it in there because
no.
This was if.
No. You can't say you like Bond.
This is if we talking hypothetically.
No, do you realize like we probably the only two people.
Man, we blowing their ass up. Fuck all that. The zombies getting their ass blew
know
up.
how to even make that shit.
Boom. Blow this bitch up.
That's what I be saying, bro. Like, bro,
we blowing their ass up.
But like
bazookas,
bullshit,
bazookas, all that shit.
Like if I really hate you,
the normal man does not know. The normal man does not know what a grenade,
Suzuka?
a bazooka.
Not bazooka.
A Suzuka. The normal man does not know what the fuck that entails.
Okay, he gonna know when that bitch. He gonna know for shit show then.
Shout out Tony Stark. Shout out Tony Stark.
But no, that's what if though, cause they definitely be on our bumper. But at this point, I ain't gonna lie, folks, it's been. I'm gonna be honest. At this point, I'm kind of like tired of that shit. Like all these, I'm tired. So fuck them at this point. They be, hey, what y'all don't know, especially when whacking them put the feds on us for, it's like. But I'm at this point, it's fuck y'all. I'm just saying, it is what it is. But I'm sick of that shit.
I understand.
Come on.
And with that being said, man, we so glad y'all came and sat down with us, brother, man. It's always a treat.
Dugar, my daughter. Shout out Reallyfe, man. We back, man.
Doofini.
Hey, look, man. We back.
Tell about the music.
We back, man. Listen, Baby Gang Chief out right now.
Big
Dugar, Baby Gang Chief out right now. Go on, subscribe to my YouTube, man. At Big Dugar Network. That's network with 2 Ks at the end, man. Go on ahead and fuck with that playlist, man. Let me know how y'all coming in them comments with that shit too. And my boy Big Fella just dropped the fuck whack, the fuck loose. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Big Homie got a song that I heard in the Buffalo Club. I was like,
in the name of Big Fella, the album is coming, man. Just know that. In the name of the Big Fella album on the way. Just know that, man. Hey, and make sure y'all go ahead follow me on Instagram at bigdugar.cc, man. Protect women and children, man. Get your ass up. Stop hating. Stop talking. Get the fuck off the couch. Put the fucking Kool-Aid down for 1 minute. Get your ass up. Get active and go help somebody. Since you got something to say about what I'm doing or you don't believe what I'm saying, get your ass up and show me better than it, nigga. Point blank period. Do better than me.
And with that being said, Big Homie.CC, Big Dugar CC, you are Real Life Street Stars.